Yeah. Straight. Whoa. I thank God for Ryan Coogler for winning something because it's no way I was ready to start off this episode. We're sitting here have to I didn't want to start this episode a month after Black History Month and sit here and have the cape and take up for a white boy because there was no reason. I swear to God, y'all, man, the internet blew me so bad. Thank you, Ryan Coogler. Thank you, Sinners, for winning some awards so we can start this show off like this instead of me sitting here at the cape for what's his name? Jack Hall. I barely even know his name, and that's the part that is going to really piss me off. But let's start off with Ryan Coogler first.
Please, y'all. Please. Hey. Please sit down, cause I'm very nervous and they gonna play me off. Cause I grew up in Oakland, Richmond, California. We can talk a lot. So I want to thank the Academy for thinking of our movie that came out almost a year ago. This is an incredible honor. I want to thank my fellow nominees. You guys, I want to thank y'all for the gifts that y'all movies were and for y'all friendship over the past years and months. I want to thank everybody that was involved with this movie, starting with Warner Brothers, Mike and Pam, you here, David, you here somewhere. Everybody, all my cast and crew, please stand up. You guys are amazing. You guys are amazing. Yo, you guys are, oh my God. You all are winners in my book. Y'all are winners in my book. Sevo Hani and Jeezy Coogler, you guys are the best producers in the world. Jeezy, you're the best wife and mom in the world. Every day I get to spend with you is better than the one that came before it. And to my parents who are here, thank y'all for all the memories. Thank y'all for making me believe in myself. And to my babies that are at home watching, I apologize for all the time away. Dad loves you. Memories are all we have. I hope I've given you some great ones. And when y'all blessed to live a long life and Dad becomes just a memory, I want y'all to remember this one thing. I love y'all more than anything. Thank you.
Again, like I said, congratulations to Ryan Coogler for winning his I want to say he is the second winner, black director to win what was this for best best original screenplay, and Jordan Peele was the first one. So again, like I said, shout outs to Ryan Coogler. That is of course a huge accomplishment, and of course while we're recording, the Oscars are still going on, and I'm just watching people's I guess threads and tweets about it. Some people feel like what's wrong, are they picking up? Oh, some people are their feelings is they still feel kind of like, I guess, the big awards. Realistically, they don't necessarily know if they feel like Sinners is going to win because, of course, like I said, they won for best screenplay and then also they won for best score. So I mean, for people who don't know what the score is, that is the soundtrack to the album, and the way I guess the album, like the music going through the album, the way it is synced into the actual movie. So again, like I said, shout out to Ryan Coogler. That's a huge win for him, regardless. Even if they don't win anything else while we record, I'll keep trying to look while we recording. But even if he don't win anything else, that's still an amazing accomplishment. I'm sure for most people, they are rooting heavily for Michael B. Jordan, hoping that he gets to pull off a victory as well. What else is going on in the world? Oh yeah, matter of fact, I guess matter of fact, let's just get right into it. First off, I get me real quick before I get into my Jack Harlow cape. Again, happy birthday to Marcus. You are into the old people's club now. If you know this, how crazy like radio, you kind of wish like radio was still a thing. Because do y'all remember like as kids where you kind of just like when they will always be like the 30 and over? I felt like by the time you got to like 30 and over, like 30 and over clubs wasn't even a thing no more.
Yeah.
Like that's just crazy. Like think about that as a kid. I'm sure in your mind, like, especially when you first turned 18, where it was like, all right, cool, I'm 18, I can go to the regular club now. And then it's like, damn, I still got to get over to the 21 and over jump, but then I'm still trying to get to the So you get to the 21 and over jump, but then you don't necessarily want to sit here and be like, all right, now I'm waiting to get to the 30 and over jump, because the way, again, when we talk about back in the day with the radio, it just seemed like every step, it seemed like the radio personality or the DJ that was actually live from the club, he just knew how to slice that extra age group to a different level, because it was like when you was 8, before you turned 18, you couldn't wait to get like to the crossroads and stuff like that. But then it was like, all right, I'm here now, but the dude on the 21 and over, he made that Jones seem super crazy. And then the 30 and over was like, he was ridiculous. Like that 30 and over probably felt like it was maybe like later in the Saturday nights on the radio, and you listening to the radio on a Saturday night, and he just going absolutely crazy. Like
what was it? You had to get the cue card, one of them.
Yeah, it was like one of the, it was exactly one of them Jones. So it made it just seem like you got to get one of these. You can't wait to get in. It was like, damn, like by the time you make it to 30, they ain't even doing none of that on the radio anymore. And none of them parties don't even exist. So it's kind of just so crazy how like times can just kind of fly by and you don't even get to appreciate some of the things why they actually are here. And again, and that's just kind of being just with the radio. And then later on, we will get to how the youngins are kind of making their presence, and they're putting what their well wishes into for fruition realistically for the kids who, I mean, it seemed like it was a crazy, just hypothetical when the pandemic was going on, and they was kind of sitting here saying, oh, well, screw Miami with these curfews. We're going to sit here and push it to Houston. And it sounds crazy because I'm sure for most people, you're so used to spring break being in Miami. And again, like I said, I'll save it. I don't want to rush through all the topics, but I just like the fact that they kind of, it took them a couple of years, but they definitely turned Houston into the new spring break. Like, of course, I'm way too old, but it kind of make me be looking at the Jones like, damn, I appreciate that they kind of took their little opinions and their hopes and dreams via social media and made it a real thing. But again, like I said, to me, one of the most egregious things that I've seen on the internet, and I think sometimes the people on the internet don't know how they're kind of doing themselves a disservice or trying to just like drag certain conversations with the Jack Harlow conversation. When people don't know, we're talking about one of the probably the biggest outside of Jamal Brown, and of course I will get to him a little bit later. Outside of that, and that's so crazy just how fast the internet and the internet hate and outrage just move from topic to topic. So outside of Jamal Brown, the next biggest I guess for the woke community, their hot topics and hot takes was Jack Harlow and trying to kill Jack Harlow for him probably realistically just misspeaking. And I don't even think he misspoke. I think it's just people taking it out of context, because we do live in a world of just clips, and we do live in a world of just corny people via social media. We live in the world where there are so many people via social media where it's like you're proving, I guess you're trying to prove that you super pro-black by sitting here trying to like go crazy on Jack Harlow. And that to me is corny, because those people realistically are the people who sit here. Only time they even talk about hip hop music is J. Cole and Kendrick Lamar. If it ain't J. Cole or Kendrick Lamar or some hate towards Drake, they don't even never talk about hip hop. And those are the people who realistically you will see with some of probably the bigger voices via social media, where they sitting here just like on it. Oh, I can't believe this white boy, y'all always giving out cookout. Nobody ever gave Jack Harlow a cookout pass to nothing or invited him nowhere. But y'all sitting here just dragging it where it's to the point.
I think they did.
When was what's the cookout? What's the cookout pass? Like where was that passed out at? Like where was the like? Oh my God, Jack Harlow is the hottest rapper in the world right now.
No, I think it was when I think was it before White Man Can't Jump.
No, you're missing the thing. Did black women find him attractive? Yeah, that's cool. But nobody was sitting here giving him out like, oh, we giving him a pass. He could say the N-word and crazy shit like that. Like niggas wasn't doing that. And that's why I sit here and say, again, I think people just online just drag certain things. So again, like I said, to me, realistically, before I even start playing any of these clips and just giving my thought and opinion, my biggest question to anybody who felt some type of way about Jack Harlow or felt some type of way about this album, my biggest question will ask you is, because the only other rapper that I can kind of compare to this in recent time that put out some music, and I know for a fact y'all didn't talk about, and that's one of my biggest beefs with black people, is like, if you use that same energy towards hate and tearing down Jack Harlow, if you would have used that to promote my man Froggy Raw from the DMV, he literally got this. I'm talking about his project is damn near almost identical. Of course, he raps better than Jack Harlow, and his rap's gonna be a little bit more aggressive than Jack Harlow. But if you talking about same stylistic of like beat orientation, just the same like cadence and feel to the music, it's the same exact thing. So if y'all didn't talk, if you didn't use your plan, and I guess what, I took time for everybody who videos or clips that I may use today when I'm sitting here have to play defense lawyer for Jack Harlow. I went to y'all pages to go look, and I'm not just sitting here just like y'all don't talk about hip hop 90% of the time. And if you do not never talk about new artists. Y'all talk about the 50 Cent, the T.I. shit, like stuff that's just easy that anybody can talk about that don't even really got to pay attention to music. You can just pay attention to the shade room to be able to give you. I do not respect nobody who just only your only takes is stuff that you see via the shade room. If you really gonna talk about hip hop, I should be able to go to your page, and if the first thing I see, cool. If I see Jack Harlow and the rest of your pages, and you talking about other like rappers I ain't never heard about, but y'all just that little box of people. Oh, it's J. Cole, it's Kendrick Lamar. Now y'all put Larry June in that same conversation, which I like, bro. Please eat a dick. Like I'm cool. Like y'all be just, I swear to God, people just throw me off. But again, like I said, if you took your time and you sit here and talked about or bigged up Foggy Raw, again, like I said, he literally, I'm talking about, if you go listen to his album, it's literally identically of you talking about, and I know some black people don't even like even using the word neo soul, and I even play clips of that where some big, huge people in the neo soul space don't even like that term. So for y'all to kind of try to kill Jack Harlow for sitting here making a neo soul album, quote unquote, that to me is crazy, and I hate that I even gotta defend this nigga, dog. But it's just I don't like bullies. I hate people who got picks. I hate people who sit on the internet and just be like, oh, today this is who we gonna see here and jump on and sit here and try to attack them and tear them down. Like, come on, dog. Jack Harlow ain't never done nothing to nobody to deserve this type of smoke. Like that to me is crazy.
Jack Harlow is the perfect example of why gatekeeping in the black community is really, we got to get better at it, guys.
I'm saying you didn't retreat into a whiter genre. In fact,
matter of fact, because I don't even like the way she messed up the voice on that. But real quick, and this is my thing: when people sit here and say gatekeep the black community, then your smoke that y'all got for Jack Harlow, you should have that smoke for black artists for not making that music. Because again, to me, if I'm just going off, and again, I don't listen to neo soul. Listen to him say, I promise you, I wouldn't even listen to the Jack Harlow project if y'all didn't make it a big deal on the internet. You made me sit here. It's just almost like a car accident when you be like, you kind of just want to see, damn, like who is at fault? Is somebody really hurt when you driving past and just looking at stuff like that? And that's what y'all made with this Jack Harlow situation. Because the big aha gonna be crazy is watch Jack Harlow first week numbers gonna come back and be something ridiculous, or he gonna have the #1 album on Billboard, and y'all gonna sit here and try to make it seem like, oh, it's only because he cosplaying as like a neo soul artist. No, it's because y'all made it a big deal. Because guess what? I never did. I never used my black ass platform to sit here and talk about Jack, man. Because I don't care if it's not a slap from Jack Harlow. I'm not just randomly listening to a Jack Harlow album. For what? But that be my point of sitting here. You could have act like you didn't see it and pay it no mind. The same way we do with hockey, baseball. If you really felt that way about Jack Harlow, but the point is, y'all was trying to sit here and invite him to the cookout, and that's why y'all feel some type of way. If we just being honest, like, bro, the album, and you not about to say and tell me you cut this album on like, oh, this was a bad album. Like, please cut the bullshit. Like that, I could argue this is probably one of the best albums I heard in a brick. That joint just a smooth ride. It ain't nothing. The nigga didn't even cuss. He don't even have a E for explicit language next to his album. I'm talking not a cuss word. Not one. So what do we like? Come on, dog. Again, if your biggest beef, instead of sitting here, him maybe screwing his words up and sitting here saying, I went black, and that's taking it out of context. Because what he was saying, I can't even be mad at what he's saying, because in the context of what he was saying, he meant what he was saying, and what he was saying, he was right. Because he could have went the Post Malone route. He could have went Post Malone and be like, okay, I used hip hop for what it was, and then I got out of there. But then the way y'all be treating these niggas, that's the reason why they go run the other direction. Because even so, for people to go so crazy on Post Malone, before Post Malone rolled out, he still gave some of your favorite rappers some of their biggest songs. Quavo with the Congratulations, 21 Savage with Rockstar. I can argue that 21 Savage being on that Rockstar song helped kind of elevate 21 Savage to the space that 21 Savage in right now. So that's just my point, where it's like, and I'm not saying, and I'm telling you, I hate that I'm sitting have the cape for these white men, but it's just the fact that I hate that y'all sitting here, you can't sit here and give out these, like, are you so geeked up over these people, and then you get mad when he just may have misused, he could have used another word, but what do you get what he was saying? Neo soul is one of those, and again, when we sit here talking about what was Raphael Sadiq, where he wrote under, I want to say it was a D'Angelo post or something, where he wrote in a comment section where he's like, I don't even like the word neo soul because it puts us in a box, and that word was made by somebody who worked at a record label.
Put them in a
so
box.
Basically to put them in a box for black artists who make R&B music, but it's not traditional R&B, and we don't have to give them that same budget. So how can you be mad and sitting here for Jack Harlow doing something that black people kind of like, bro, we cool. That's not even my bag of music, and this is what's really pissing me off. I'd rather come in here and talk about Boss Man D-Lo, because it's a motion party, baby. Like, I want to talk. I don't care about this shit. I'm telling you I don't, but I don't like internet bullies. I'd rather talk about Sexy Red. I'd rather talk about stuff that I actually like listening to. But I'm sitting here, I'm telling you one thing I hate about the internet. I hate people on the internet to be trying to just bully people. And that's what y'all literally try to do. I'm just going to bully Jack Harlow. Bro, that's corny. Like Jack Harlow, like he even was sitting here, someone he trying to, like, nigga, who would dress like that? When y'all sitting here saying Jack Harlow trying to dress like black, bro, there's not a black person I've ever met in my personal life that will ever in their God green earth put on any of those outfits that I seen Jack Harlow in recently. Like, can we be serious, dog? But again, like I said, it's the internet. But it's just pissed. I hate internet bullies, dog. And that is literally all y'all was sitting here trying to do is bully this. Man, that's corny.
retreat into a whiter genre. In fact, you arguably went deeper into
I got blacker.
Black music.
Yeah.
Deeper into blackness.
Yeah.
So was that conscious? Was that a little twist on the typical move that white rappers make, which is to retreat back into traditionally white sounds?
It certainly made what I already wanted to do even more appealing.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
Because you like pushing that boundary, that line?
I think I love black music. I love the sound of black
Who
music.
among us?
Yeah, I
it's
love
like-
the sound of black music.
Yeah.
And of course, I'm hyper aware of the politics of today, that safer landing spot that a lot of my white contemporaries have found. And of course, it appealed to me to do something that I felt like at a time when there's plenty of people expecting me to take some of the routes y'all are taking.
Yeah.
To take the route that not only might not be expected, but is also the one I genuinely want to take.
And retreat into a whiter.
So again,
retreat
so I don't even, and the crazy thing is maybe he could have used a different word, but people trying to make it seem like he's saying I'm becoming a blacker person. No, I went and did a genre of black music that even some black people don't even sit here and do, or don't even want to be put in that box. Like that's my point, where it's like, y'all, you picking and choosing, where it's like, because if you as a black person, if I hate the way that white people treated Beyonce, or Beyonce basically, or even early when it was Lil Nas X, you can't sit here and be the same people you hate. Like, that to me is corny. And you could easily sit here and say, I know it'd be some people like, oh, we made country music, we made rock and roll and this and the third. Yeah, that's cool. You can sit and say we made all of that, but you know how these people treat us. So I don't sit here and want to treat Jack Harlow the same way because he sit here and show me again. I'll say it's some underground rappers, yes, but guess what? Y'all don't use y'all platform the same way y'all jumped and piled on Jack Harlow. Y'all don't use y'all platforms to big up these other artists. So again, for me, mainstream, show me another mainstream rapper who has the type of success that Jack Harlow has, that took their time to sit here and go make a neo-soul album. There ain't one. You not Kendrick Lamar, not J. Cole, not Wale, not Big Sean, not fucking Chance the Rapper. Any of these other niggas who you felt like would have been comfortable in that box that they could have did this, they ain't do it. So that's my point, where it's like, it's corny for y'all to sit here and be like, oh, we gonna tear down, you tearing down Jack Harlow. No, you need to tear down all the black niggas that you sit here and swear to God is so super pro-black and they make all this super black anthem music and they ain't do it. Why? Tell me what the crazy thing is, what pissed me off is, why is it a white boy who did it first? That should make you more mad than him sitting here saying, I went blacker, because he did. The fuck do you want me to sit here and say? The nigga went and made a genre of music that only certain black people do, and they put them in such a small box where they don't even get to become mainstream artists. So what are we talking about? Because to be honest, if you sit here saying like rap is so watered down and so mainstream now, that shit that's not like, it's black music, but is it? Like, we can sit here like that shit is so, like, it's like, come on, dog. I feel like one thing, even when we get later, and I'll let Marcus get his shit off for his birthday to support his man, Bam. But we just in a place on the internet where niggas complain about everything. Stop telling me what you don't like and tell me what you do like. I can respect people using their platform and telling me what you actually like than sitting here you tearing down what you don't like. Because that'd be my point. Like, nigga, it's easy to sit here and be a hater and I'm gonna get clicks and views on just hating on shit. Like, that shit don't get corny. Y'all like, what have you put niggas on to? It's easy to tear something down. Cool. If y'all tear down Jack Harlow, guess what I wasn't doing yesterday, the day before that? Wasn't listening to Jack Harlow, wasn't checking for Jack Harlow. Don't give a goddamn if I never hear another Jack Harlow song. So tell me, what type of brownie points do you get? But most of y'all not even from black cities. Y'all be just from some miscellaneous ass place. And that's why y'all sit on the internet and try to get your pro-black points off on just being on. Like, bro, I'm from DC. I'm born and raised in the DMV area. I don't have to prove that I'm black, because that's all I see. That shit is cool. Like, I hate that I just be on it. I'd be like, bro, I'm so mad. I got to use my black ass platform to defend this fucking white boy, dog. Oh my God, this shit pisses me off.
Arguably went deeper into
I got black music.
Yeah, deeper into blackness.
Yeah.
So was that conscious? Was that a little twist on the typical move that white rappers make, which is to retreat back into traditionally white sounds?
It certainly made what I already wanted to do even more appealing. Absolutely.
Because you like pushing that boundary, that line?
I think I love black music. I love the sound of black music.
Yeah,
I love the sound of black music.
Yeah.
And of course, I'm hyper aware of the politics of today, that safer landing spot that a lot of my white contemporaries have found. And of course, it appealed to me to do something that I felt like at a time when there's plenty of people expecting me to take some of the routes y'all are taking.
Yeah.
it's just profoundly interesting to me how he speaks about Black music, how I can go deeper into it. I can become Blacker without understanding the privilege as a white man that he has, where he can try on any culture that he likes and decide to take it off when it no longer serves him. That is the difference between cultural appreciation and
So then my
appropriation.
question is, what's the difference between what he doing and what Beyonce did? Like, y'all be throwing me off.
And the host of this conversation, because he hits on all of the direct questions about race. And he goes on to say, you can't talk about Jack Harlow without talking about race. And Harlow's like, I would hope not. And Coscarelli says, we've had a version of this conversation over the years with Post Malone, Jelly Roll, MGK, Young Lean, Eminem. White rappers are afforded more freedom to change their genre at will, true or false, which is such an important foundation. And the thing that made me tilt my head to the side was his response, and I might have to think about that. What do you think? Again, proving that he is scared to have the real conversations about race. I haven't seen him in the front lines, if anything political, of any political conversation when it comes to Black people, but he's just another person that benefits off of the work and the culture of Black people. And Coscarelli says, definitely. I think there is something about being a white rapper that first puts the chip on your shoulder, and then you prove yourself, you become accepted, which is true. And then you have the privilege and the ability to say, I rap my ass off. I'm not going to do that anymore, at least for now. And listening to that interview, it sounds like Jack thinks he's doing the Black community a favor by saying, I'm not jumping ship. I'm not abandoning what I know catapulted me into my stardom, which is being a white rapper and benefiting from the Black community. So I'm getting Blacker for y'all, okay? I'm getting Blacker. I'm not leaving y'all hanging. I'm not going to go make a country album. I'm not. Jack Harlow's.
So again, this and maybe this one, and again, like I said, I feel like for most of these people that I've seen make these videos don't really listen to rap music. Really, kind of you just using that clip as a hot take, and you're not going into the real conversation, because what he's saying is he did not do what Jelly Roll and them did. He didn't do what Post Malone and them did. Instead of me going to chase a whiter sound, I'm going to chase a even Blacker sound. What I'm so lost on what the fuck people just don't use their comprehension skills. But again, these is people who supposed to be like the smart Black people. But again, sometimes certain shit, if you feel like you that smart, you shouldn't even be talking about rap music. Talk about some other shit that's more beneficial until you sit here trying to use your smart ass brain and use your big words to sit here and try to sit and shit on Jack Harlow for what? Again, like I said, your bigger beef should be with other Black rappers, because again, nobody sit here and don't like. I love Rico Nasty, and I'm always gonna big up anybody from the DMV that's doing shit. Like, don't nobody sit here and say, "Oh, Rico Nasty, you can't do rock and roll music or this punk rap music." Like, no, she can just do what she want, make the music she want, and nobody say and complain. And she has and the sad thing is, and this is the shit to be pissing me off, is when Black people, or especially Black rappers, have to make, and when they start to make music that they more comfortable in, with quote unquote will sound more like white people music, they end up had to get way more white fan bases. They had to sit here and perform their concerts. Rico Nasty, probably one of the people who people don't talk about him enough. She can sit here and do 5,000, 6,000 venues here and pull 5,000 to 6,000 people, but 90% of the people, they're gonna be white. But we'll sit here and complain about Jack Harlow, but you don't sit here and support other Black artists when they go sit here and jump in and do other white music. The only person y'all do it with is Beyonce, but it's fucking Beyonce. So that don't count. But what about the other rappers and other singers that sit here and go dibble and dabble in other music, and then they got to sit here and only perform in front of a bunch of white people? Y'all don't sit here and rally behind them people. And that's my point of sitting here saying, oh, y'all use too much of your energy to complain about what you don't like, and do not use your platforms to sit here and big up shit that you actually like. Because 9 times out of 10, going back to that conversation that Cameron had last week, none of y'all are really influencers. Y'all just pick the hot shit to sit here and jump onto that. You don't influence nobody to nothing. And that's why you have safe takes and you only talk about stuff when it's extremely hot. You don't sit here and talk about stuff just as out the norm and just start other random conversations and get people talking about other things than outside of those 5 rappers that y'all constantly keep talking about. Y'all are the same. The people complain about like Stephen A. Smith and Skip Bayless when you cut on First Take or cut on ESPN, and that's all they talk about is the Cowboys and LeBron James. Y'all do the same shit when it comes to rap music. You talk about the same 5 niggas, and that's just it. And then you find pick and choose when, I hate Sexy Red, now I hate Jack Harlow. Like, you tell me everything you hate. Tell me what you like. That's my biggest beef with this whole Jack Harlow situation. Like this, oh my God, y'all drive me crazy. Then I had one more video with Jack Harlow. I think I had one more Jack Harlow. I want to say Kev on Stage probably did the Jack Harlow joint the best and try to make a joke out of it. So I played Kev on Stage, and then we can get into something else.
The thing is, other white rappers retreated into their whiteness. I went blacker. I'm so black, I'm discussing black music with other white people on black microphones. Okay, Post Malone, he went from White Iverson to folk music. Miley Cyrus went white, black, back to white. Okay, Travis Kelce dated a black girl, married a white girl. I'm here. I'm wearing actually black. My name rhymes with black. The album title is Monica. Monica? Okay? Y'all got to overstand with your third. I love Dr. Umar. See the thing.
And again, that to me was the craziest thing. When y'all sitting here I'm talking about when I sit here and say, I seen like 10 different people try to break down a video and sit here and say, y'all ain't even listening. Look what he did. He named the song, it's called Monica. It's my nigga. Like, come on, dog. The fucking album is called Monica. Y'all sitting here trying to make it seem like he's saying my nigga. Like, man, if you don't go, man, oh my God. I really hate the internet. Like, I know I be getting too old and I be feeling like the old man, get off the line. And the crazy thing is, I'm talking about, dog, I cut this shit on and that the very first song is Trading Places. I'm like, bro, I ain't gonna hold y'all. This shit probably better than 97% of the shit I've heard all year.
I just want to know who the fuck Monica is because you fucked him up, though.
Man, that goddamn Trading Place, man.
You fucked him up.
But again,
that's like one of them joints you put on like you on the bus riding home. Like that shit definitely. Like I said, it's not. I don't get why people so in the uproar. It wasn't a bad listen.
Nigga, I like that joint a lot. That Trading Places song and the very next song that come on after that was like, I was like, nigga, that the sequence of the album was fire. That was the very first song. And the crazy thing is, like I said, again, if you haven't took a chance to listen to Foggy Raw, please listen to that. And again, shout outs to Rory and Maul because they literally and Ebro, they're the only two people Ebro actually interviewed him on his Apple Music show, and Rory and Maul did at least mention that they was trying to go to his listening party. I haven't even heard nobody else even talk about that album.
Who? Who is he?
He like super dark skin from here though, but he
no, I heard because I listened to the and shout out to IDK. Like I listening to the interview he did with Roy Maul. What's the name of them? Like I didn't even know all them. You know, I heard that name before. But like when he was talking,
most people probably really haven't even heard his name. They just know who he looked like. It's the dark skin dude. He could dress his ass off. Like that nigga. Like if you talking about best dressed niggas from the DMV, he give Wale a run for his money every goddamn time. So that nigga be putting that shit on. But he dark skin nigga. He got the gold grill, and then he got so popular, and the women was on him super hard that he even got Alicia Keys to do the remix one of his songs with him. Mm-hmm. So again, and I'm talking about Alicia Keys was in the video and everything. So again, that's my point where it's like, you can't make it like he's not popular enough to the point where, nigga, if he is popular enough that people can sit here and get Alicia Keys to get on a remix of one of his songs, you can't make it. And in the actual video, like they did an actual video, so he's that popular enough that niggas can't sit here and make it seem like, oh, I ain't never heard of him or I don't know who he is, that I can't sit here and talk about him. You can. Again, like I said, shout outs to Rory and Maul and shout outs to fucking Ebro. Again, but that's my point. I've seen too many people use their platforms to sit here and just dog pile on shit that actually use their platforms to sit here big people up. Again, like I hated that I even had to sit here and start my shit. And while I'm right here just bigging up white people shit, Jesus Christ. Netflix and the machine, what is this shit called? Warrior Machine. Oh my God, dog.
I heard that was.
Man, nigga, listen to what I'm telling you. As somebody who work, and that's something why I like army movies probably, because it's like, it be like, you in your mind, you be thinking you strong until you watch one of these army workouts and you be like, I couldn't do half of this shit this white nigga doing. Like, man, just that beginning part of him just training to become a what is it called? A ranger, I believe, an army ranger. Yeah, to become, man, I'm talking about the workouts that he was doing and just him just like losing his mind kind of because he literally like the jump. And I don't want to sit here and do no spoilers, but the beginning of the movie, so it ain't gonna be a spoiler if you plan to watch it. His brother ended up dying, like literally maybe like the first 6 minutes of the movie. Like they literally, like they meet up somewhere, like in some type of war or somewhere, and then the base get ambushed and everybody die but him, and he literally trying to carry his brother back to like safety because he like literally dying on his shoulders. This movie was so tight. And I'm not gonna do no spoilers. I'm sure a lot of people may have not seen it, or you've seen it come down your Netflix and you may want to watch it. Again, like I said, I was just hooked off of just like that beginning of him trying to do that little training and just to see how hard those workouts is to even sit here and complete those trainings. But then again, like the way that when the movie just get into going, it's going to get you emotionally. It's going to really lock you in because you're going to end up becoming fans of other people outside of him. And everybody ain't going to make it to the end, dog. And then you're gonna even be watching it, and it will make you appreciate people who actually go serve in the army. Because I'm watching the joint and was like, bro, I would have called it quits and just would have laid down and died halfway in the movie, dog. Like if you, I'm telling you, watch the movie. I guarantee.
I get what you said, but why would you? What?
Dog, because it looked like it was no fucking way they was gonna survive that shit. And he just kept fighting, and they were just like, bro, I'm telling you, just watch when you watch the movie. I guarantee you, when you halfway through the movie, you'd have been like, dog, I would have gave up.
But that's what I'm saying. But I don't know if I could just give. I don't know. I wouldn't just.
You know what I'm saying? Just watch the movie, and then we can talk about it next week. It's called War Machine. I'm telling you,
that's probably. I'm just saying, like in general, wouldn't you think that's probably worse? Like you just like, nah, I can't do this.
I'm telling you, when you watch the joint, you're gonna sit here and see where I'm seeing. I'm not sitting here saying like if it's certain things, it's different. Like if you sit here saying you're trying to get away from like a shark or an alligator or a bear or something, yeah, cool, fight until they rip your arms apart or whatever the case may be. But I'm telling you, when you watch this movie, it was plenty of times that he could have just been like, bro, I'm cool. Because even the people around him, like they end up having one of those moments where his troops that was with him kind of was like, after they would start to lose so many people, one of the dudes spazzed out. I'm like, dog, we not Superman like you. Like, nigga, we need a moment to sit here and be human and sit here and kind of like go through the process of all the people we just watched die. And I'm telling you, this nigga just literally just kept going like the goddamn Energizer Bunny, dog. I promise y'all, like I'm telling you, if you into war movies or even into like the little science fiction and just like that type of like action-packed movie, man, they got everything for you. And then
was it a modern like? Is it modern time? Like
it's like 20. I mean, like today, like today's time, like recent times. Again, like I said, it's a good watch. It's one of them. It's a quick. And y'all know I've been literally just locked in onto watching Blackish. I ain't watched nothing else. But I stopped. I said, like, let me try this. And I said, I forgot who I think I might have heard. I want to say I might even heard fucking Maul sit here and say something about it. And then I was like, all right, let me just give it an opportunity and watch it and see what it was. It was a good watch. It was a good watch. I'm gonna tell you what was not something that off the game. Now I can get my black card back because and this is how y'all know I cut it off. Because I seen too many white people. I was on Threads. I seen the junk keep trending in this called, what's this new other dating show? Man, I ain't gonna lie to you. Netflix is crazy with all these goddamn dating shows. But they working because they get people talking. Listen what I'm telling you. I have not seen so many people just be so hyped to talk about dating shows. Like that is like, again, maybe just because that's not my bag of just stuff that can keep my brain going. But I'm talking about people be geeking. I'm talking about the show just came out. And like y'all do the job for Netflix again. And that's what I will respect. I respect people who critique and watch TV shows because guess what? People who really into TV, they take time to tell you what they like and what they don't like. So that's why I kind of respect people that I respect people who critique and watch movie shows and put people on the movie shows and TV shows more than I do with people with music, because people with music, it'd be like 9 times out of 10, it just like they don't really even give you nothing really to sit here and go digest. But people who really into TV and movies, they gonna put you on to whatever they like. I do want to play this young lady, I follow her on TikTok, and she did a, but again, like I said, literally, I cut the joint on. What is this joint called? It's called, what is it? Agent, what's the name of this show?
Oh, he didn't win no award.
Who?
Michael B. Jordan.
For real?
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to Michael B. Jordan. It's called Age of Attraction. If you see the clip, just send it in the group chat so I can play the Michael B. Jordan. It's called Age of Attraction. And this show is basically almost like Love is Blind, but it's an age gap joke. Again, of course, Netflix got Love is Blind, but again, as soon as the joke come on, because they introduce the characters, whoever gonna be on the show, and I promise y'all, literally the first 3 women that came on the joke was all white women. I don't like dating men my age and this and that. I'm like, oh, bro, you're not about to make me watch no goddamn creep ass dating show with a bunch of fucking old white women trying to date some young niggas or some older white men trying to date some young white girls. I'm cool. I think I seen like one half mixed nigga, and I was like, and the crazy, and this is why when black people again kind of piss me off. Y'all will literally watch a show full of fucking white people to hang on to that one half ass black person on this show to sit here and try to root for them to fucking find love. Y'all can find better shit to sit here and root for on fucking TV. But I'm gonna play this clip of this girl breaking this show down because I promise you, I cut this shit off when I seen 3 white women in a row and the old white nigga. I was cool.
Basically, it's love is blind if you want to date somebody that's old enough to be your child.
Do you have green eyes?
Yeah.
Okay. Our babies could have green eyes.
Oh my god, right?
Wait, okay, how much money do you make and what's your job?
Yeah?
Like the type of man.
For real?
Okay, what's your job?
Damn, girl.
So I don't know if Netflix is running out of ideas or there's a niche of people that feel underrepresented. Whatever the case may be, Age of Attraction has dropped its first 5 episodes. And I think I'm going to see it through to the end. This might be a little entertaining. So far, the only thing that is annoying me about this is just the way that all of the women kind of talk with that like whiny inflection that, like, girl, I hate when girls talk like that. And it's not just the men that are older dating younger women. It's a mix. Some people have dated with large age gaps before. Some people have not, and this is their first time. There's like this one guy on here who he has like a 14-year-old and a 13-year-old or something like that. And the girl that he matches with is like 22. So I definitely can see the tea from this being piping hot, and I'm definitely going to be pouring a cup. Like I said, it's on Netflix. So basically,
so this one of the age groups of these people is it's a woman. She's 54. The dude is 27. The other one is what is this? Come on, go back to that.
Oh my God! Right?
and it's not just
49, 35, 24. Oh no, yeah. Well, the guy that's 35 trying to date somebody 49 and 24. So again, like I said, yeah, I'm cool on that one. If y'all that's something new on Netflix that y'all want to, if you're looking for a new dating show, knock yourself out. I'm
Is
cool
it like
on
Pop the Balloon type of thing? What is it? Like,
nah, it ain't like Pop the Balloon.
It's like a regular.
It's just like one of them little Netflix dating shows. Real quick, because you did bring up Pop the Balloon, and we kind of talked about this last week when we was talking about things that I probably just wouldn't do personally. So Pop the Balloon, and I'm not mad at them for just kind of milking this situation. They about to sit here and launch a dating app. So it will have that same type of feel where you can kind of eliminate people off the rip off of just a look. And I guess virtually you will be able to pop the balloon. So they are literally coming up with they're taking it from just a YouTube show to literally about to make this a dating app. And I seen people already talking about it, like happy that they about to make this a thing. Like, bro, I think
that'll be harder.
What you mean?
Because when you're looking at it, if you like, I think that's probably more how you.
No, when you say harder though, you mean like harder for them get people to get on there, or harder to actually find somebody to match?
Probably the match, because you're just going for picture and whatever they put in their description.
I don't know because the app haven't launched yet, but they just basically doing like the soft launch. I'm
just thinking, like I said, if we just saying it's like, hey, Pop Blue, you actually can see the person. I see the person walk in, like, oh, I see. All right, damn.
They may make people do videos. They may have some visual apps. Some visual parts to the app that kind of make people sit here and really just kind of like lock in. I can only imagine that would kind of make sense because you're absolutely right. That is one of the things. That's probably the biggest thing on the show is the walkout. So, and that's when people actually, pop their balloon. So to me, that kind of would make sense if you're going to do it, make it some type of video component to it where people can kind of actually, because that is 9 times out of 10 how people kind of get catfish. If you kind of only keep it a picture thing where people going to only give you like, the chest up type of situation, and you really don't get to see people outfits. Because that is probably the largest portion of the show where it's the walkout and people judging your outfit on seeing what you got on. So realistically, I think you're right on that one. I do think, but just to me, it's like, damn, it's so crazy like how many people, and that's the part that kind of confused me about the internet where it's like, it's that many people that's desperate to be in relationships that you're willing to go on this show, you're willing to get on these dating apps, you watching these dating shows via Netflix or whatever, then why sit on the internet and try to bash like the opposite sex all the time? That to me kind of don't make no sense because
some people don't know how to fucking talk. You don't know how to talk to nobody. You don't know how to might get intimidated. So that's probably.
So what you saying when you say when they intimidated? If you intimidated, then what's the purpose of sitting here getting online bashing people though?
But that's just like, okay, you don't remember like in the days like how girls probably like they might like you, they might hit on you or stuff like that. Like that, some people just don't know how to talk. So I'm pretty sure that's probably their way or their techniques. Like, oh, I can't stand women. Oh, you know what I'm saying? Like that might be their go-to
to get women.
Yeah, like
That's gonna work if you bash them because I think you're gonna turn more people off than you're gonna.
But you still have girls that's gonna come in and comment. They're gonna say or say whatever. Like, oh no, that ain't true. You know what I'm saying? Like you're gonna get engagement. That might be your way to get them.
I love a way to get them. You get conversation. You get some arguments. But who's gonna be like, oh, let's go out?
So that's what I'm saying. You don't know how to talk to women.
That's right. So why would I want to go out with you?
That's just like if a nigga started frying you, like started joning on you, like oh you Bigfoot, like hey girl, come here, like that he don't know how to communicate.
Yeah, no, that ain't gonna work in your favor. That ain't gonna work. Whatever you talking about, that ain't gonna work.
It gets you attention.
Yeah,
like,
it's
online
gonna get
attention,
it's
but
gonna
not
get you attention.
dating. Like nobody's gonna want to date you off of you bashing women.
Yeah, that shit don't work. I honestly don't. I kind of be confused. I be like, damn, there's so many people. Again, I see so many people constantly bashing women and men via social media, but y'all literally sit online and be just geeking if get on these dating shows, get on these dating apps, watch these dating shows. Because you won't, if you're really not trying to date and you don't care about falling in love or trying to find your perfect match, guess what you won't? You won't find a reason to watch any of these shows. Like that shit wouldn't even interest you. Be like, bro, I don't care about this shit. And that's 90% of the time. I feel like I say I watched Love Is Blind one time, bro. I wouldn't watch it again. It was nothing for me to sit here and want to watch. Like it didn't pique my interest at all. I thought the people was fucking crazy and delusional as hell. But again, like I said, I mean, that's just social media. And real quick, because I did see people, I'm not necessarily on this far on the conspiracy theory part. I seen people sitting here saying that Netflix is trying to roll this show out to make it normal for people to be comfortable with dating in such a huge age gap. Do you, Erica, what you think about that? You think that's true, or like it's basically feeling like it's almost a soft launch for people to be okay with dating somebody 20 or 30 years older than them? And after that, I'll play that clip that you sent earlier.
I mean, it could be looked at that way, just like you have the gay relationships, just you know what I'm saying,
heavy on the TV shows
so
and the movies.
That could be possible. I'm not saying that's what they're doing, but it could be possible. I can see that.
I don't give a fuck what none of y'all say. That call me cougar lady is extremely weird, right? Somebody that makes content out of dating and dealing with younger men as an older woman is extremely weird. And if a man was doing it, his content wouldn't even go far. His page would be deleted and reported, right? This lady was 21 years old when the man that she's hunching on right now was born. She was legal to drink and go to bars when this man was born. Now, even though it's legal on paper, morally, that is disgusting to me. I don't give a fuck what none of y'all say. Everybody be, oh, we all grown, we all this. Bro, that nigga just turned grown. He just got grown. You've been grown for 20 years. And then you on the internet telling us how you be hunching this man, how he be fucking the shit out you, how you be putting him on his back, putting him to sleep. But let a 40-year-old man come out and tell us how he doing a 20-year-old girl. Y'all will lose y'all fucking minds, bro. Y'all say 40-year-old women get groomed by 60-year-old men. But whenever it's an older woman doing some shit to a younger man, y'all overlook it because y'all don't think women can be predators. Y'all think men love what they can get from the woman, so they can't never be in a compromising or uncomfortable situation. That shit is disgusting. I don't give a fuck what none of y'all say. That call me cougar lady is disgusting. Anybody that's older, that's out here praying and looking for younger mates is disgusting. That's why you have age range. That's why you have age groups. If you can't fuck with nobody in your generation or your age group, you shouldn't be dating at all, because that shows you that you're incompetent to even deal with the people that's with the same mindset as you and the same age as you. Fuck is.
And I guess I can tie that in and bringing it in, going into the spring break conversation. Again, shout out to Gen Z for sitting here taking over Houston and turn Houston completely black. Not sitting here saying that Houston ain't already a black city, but that shit this weekend was overly black. So for people who don't know, you may have not seen any of the videos. And one thing I can kind of say, I like what Instagram trying to do with their algorithm a little bit. They overdo it a little bit too much, because it's like, damn, I thought like one Houston rodeo video is like, nigga, my whole timeline turned into completely Houston stuff. But kind of going even into what this dude was saying and tying it into the Houston conversation, I seen Slim Thug posting a video of just like recording. I'm like, bro, you're too old to sit here. Like, it's cool. I understand you from Houston, but that to me is like some old man creepy shit. Like he riding down and like, yeah, you know, I'm the news reporter, so I got to keep people hip to what's going on in Houston. No, you don't. You're not to that capacity, nigga. You can sit here and you don't like send one of your young homeboys out and you maybe do a voiceover or something, but you actually out there recording and got girls twerking on the camera. Like, come on, grandpa. Like that shit to me is like, I'm sorry. It just be certain things where it's like, I know that I'm just too old for. Like I can watch at home and be like, damn, they kind of looking lit. Like I seen some videos, like nigga, it was a joke where it's a video going viral where they having a two-man in a car, it's a girl and a dude in the back seat hunching, and it's a girl and a dude in the front seat hunching. And I'm talking about they fishbowl, ain't no windows tinted or nothing. I'm like, dog, I can appreciate that as an old man, like, oh, them young niggas getting it in. But I'm not sitting here about to sit here like, damn, I wish I was in Houston. No, I do not. Because when I'm watching them videos of them niggas brawling at that goddamn rodeo, brawling at the goddamn airport, man, nigga, I'm cool. Them young niggas got too much energy and there's just too much testosterone for the men and women. Like, I don't want to be around that many people. And that many people who don't know what jail feel like. That many people don't understand how much it's going to cost to get a lawyer. Don't understand health insurance, life insurance, or nothing. I don't want to be around that. But to watch Slim Thug record that little video, I'm like, bro, you are such a fucking creep. And in your brain, nothing don't even tell you that you being a creep. Like, he real life recorded it and you posted it to your social media. Man, that is one horny old bastard. But again, shout out.
Like, it was girls out there.
Hell yeah, nigga. He was riding like it was like it's a club. It was a line of people in the car. But you know, of course, young people waiting in the line, in the car, and they half naked. It's hot in Houston, and the girls in the bathing suit shaking their ass on the top of the hoods, shaking their ass. And he recorded. Like, it's cool for people in that age group. Record it, post it on social media. I don't care. I'm not judging them because that's your age group. That's what you're supposed to be doing. But for that old ass nigga to be sitting here going out there recording,
he one of those. He was doing one of that type of shit.
Man, I want to see what was this. Let me see if I can find it. It might have been on Academics page. That's how I seen it. Slim Thug. Fuck is Academics. Man, they was Slim. Here you go. Oh, and shout out to, and matter of fact, real quick, while I'm trying to find that video, shout out to Don Toliver. Don Toliver performed at South by Southwest. For people who thought South by Southwest was over, man, I don't know how they revamped it or what they got going on, but that crowd that Don Toliver performed in, I don't like the auto-tune on his microphone shit. That was kind of like throwing me off a little bit, but nigga, god damn. Like, I've never seen.
Was this early for that?
Nah.
I thought that was like a summertime.
It's normally around this time because you got to think about it. Normally, people was usually like back in the day when South by Southwest, it normally would be kind of try to for newer artists to get discovered and try to, you know, like, so you kind of rolling into you trying to get signed before the summertime or really before spring really kick in, and then you could get signed and then you could hopefully get pushed during the summertime. So this is about the right time for it. But even again, I don't know how they revamped it because I'm even listening to, if y'all, anybody who listen to the Breakfast Club or listen to any podcast that's on iHeart Media, they've been advertising. They doing the iHeart Awards down there. The iHeart Podcast Awards down there and everything. So I don't know how they redid it because remember it stopped for a year. Well, maybe stopped for like 2 years or 3 years right after the pandemic. Like, that was the last year, whatever that year right before the pandemic, that was the last one they did. And then I feel like they kind of like slow. I want to say this, I don't think this is the first year, but it feel like this year feel like it's the first year. Maybe they may have soft launched it back in last year, but this year feel like I'm hearing more people talk about it. I'm seeing videos of it. I even seen videos of, like, I'll play a clip in a minute of the news reporter, like, at the Austin airport, like, your niggas couldn't, like, they was literally saying, like, you got to come 3 hours before your fucking flight even come because that's how long the lines was and people was getting their junk canceled. But let me play this Slim Thug joint, then I'll play that news reporter.
Boy, I swear. Me at the house for this. Nigga, call me, man. Come on, man. Let's go by the pool party. We'll go by there 30 minutes. It's taking 3 hours to even get to the fucking party.
Twerking on top of the car and shit. You see that shit? These motherfuckers say they ain't minding for real.
Thugger News. Only on Thugger News. We go out here. Arlo, no, you know, see? They know it's Arlo. You people out here know you. They know you. This is y'all. They know it ain't Big Slim out there. I'm out here with you. I'm just riding. I said, fuck it, man. You know what I am? A news reporter. I do got to kind of show what's going on in the city. And here go. That's what we at with it. It's working on the roof.
What up, dog?
Okay, moving. We finally moving. We finally moving.
Report live.
We rolling. Look at all this.
Report live from Thugger News. That's a Jose right there. That's a cop.
So I guess my question for y'all is, do y'all feel like should it be an age restriction, like where you too old to be down there?
I don't think it should be an age. Why would it be an age restriction?
Because I be thinking sometimes, like, let the youngest have their shit. Like, you shouldn't be like, I can't be 40-something year old trying to sit here and prey on the 20-year-old.
You shouldn't, but why would you?
But this is like, is it like how bike fest or something like that, right? Like you ain't gonna have a bunch of young, you gonna have the old still driving the old schools and still.
But I think I mean again, I guess if you want to shoot some of these people some bail, especially people who are actually born and raised and are from Houston, of course they normally have their they normally have the rodeo situation. Rodeo normally already go on. That has slowly but surely became a big thing. I do want to play these clips of these two gentlemen from Houston talking about how rodeo has went kind of almost where it's damn near feel like it's mainstream at this point, where it's like it's people who are not from Houston and actually coming down for rodeo. And that's, I mean, even the way they promoted it, they started to play, like they even had Lizzo even performed down there this week. So I mean, of course, it's getting bigger because you're getting bigger artists to actually participate in actual artists from the areas. And of course, I mean, Lizzo is one of the bigger artists that's actually from that area. You talking about it's probably her, Meg, Travis Scott. I think is Post Malone from there. I can't remember, but
a little bit of it's starting to get taken over. Like I said, I always thought of it as a Houston event, and it's cool that people come from other places, but it feels like, look, if I can't get in there comfortably, like we used to be able to do, packed. You know, it's
the first
super
weekend.
packed. I'm like, wait, who are all these people, man?
Has the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo gotten too big for Houston?
A lot of out-of-town people come through, and that's cool, you know.
Gang of them.
We like the visitors. It used to kind of have more of a Houston feel. Like when we were kids, you would talk to somebody about the rodeo, and they didn't even really know. But now it's like a nationwide event. People come from all other states to Houston for the rodeo.
Born and raised in Houston, went to the rodeo for years. But has it lost its
Houston identity?
Has it lost its culture from the Houston? I think people come and they experience our culture of the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo. Some of the clothing is a bit different. I'm not judging. So I say this: come to Houston, enjoy yourself, enjoy the culture, but understand this is ours.
You know, the crazy thing is, for even I know Miami, if I'm the mayor or the Knicks came back and beat Golden State. Even if I'm the mayor or the governor or anybody who got any type of authority to run Miami, I know you kind of got to be kicking yourself in the ass a little bit, because it's like, bro, they had they said they clocked in at 2.2 million people that came into Houston this weekend. That's a lot of money, dog. Can you imagine? You some more hotels, and you got to think about it. Houston probably don't even got as many hotels as, of course, I ain't even say they probably don't. I know they don't got as many hotels as Miami, because Miami is built for, it's a tourist town. That's what it's built for. They built on hotels and stuff like that for people to, you know, sit here and come into town and rent for those type of events. So to kind of lose that many people, where it's like, I get you complain about like the traffic and the cars getting broken into and all the other extra stuff, but it's like, dog, I can only imagine like owning a club. Like I was seeing a video of a girl sitting here complaining, like it was talking about like the prices got up to like $600 to get into clubs.
Where? $600?
Hell yeah.
Down there
in Houston, yeah. I'm gonna play her clip. No, I can't even imagine paying $600 to
Where did it get you? Did it get you
into a regular strip club?
No table, no
nothing.
Oh wow.
So they say they not letting nobody else in, and they over here still trying to charge people $200 to $600 to get in here.
It's called Pink House.
Look at the fucking line, y'all. Like, this shit is fucking crazy as fuck. Pink House, Houston. They over here acting like, they not even acting like they booby trapping the river. They better have the baddest bitches in motherfucking the world. Not even in America, the world, to be trying to charge $600.
They cutting up at the front.
Like,
so I ain't even on that.
Like, right.
I'm not with that.
Like, and then on top of that, like, I ain't never coming back to this place. I ain't gonna even have like.
Now that, I guess that, and that is realistically, that is the difference between going to Miami and then you going to Houston, because Houston has becoming a super popular city for just their nightlife and their parties, and people sitting here saying like, oh, Houston don't sleep. They got day parties that turn into night parties, and then the night parties turn into what they call them, after hour spots. So I mean, I think Houston is already becoming super popular. So for them kids to sit here, and then you got to kind of think about it, like, in their mind, they kind of, because like Miami, you can kind of go just hang out on Miami, hang out on South Beach, be half naked and just do drunk outside stuff. I mean, let's be clear. I mean, if you've seen enough videos of people in Houston this weekend, they kind of have turned Houston into that as well, where it wasn't everybody trying to get into spots, but some people were talking about going into spots and getting upset that like their tables and stuff was getting bought out. So I do want to play like a couple of more clips from people in Houston so people can really understand how crazy it got down there, and then we can get into something else.
All right, put a finger down if your trip to Houston turned into a full survival mission just trying to get home. Put a finger down if you went to Houston for the rodeo, but never actually made it to the rodeo because every morning the forecast said it was going to rain and it never rained until the last night. Put a finger down if you booked a Turo car and had to wait in a remote parking lot for 45 minutes to return the car while 3 shuttles drive past you completely full. Put a finger down if you finally get to the airport and bag check tells your group their check bag missed the drop time by 2 minutes and they need to purchase a new carry-on bag for $100 just to repack everything. Put a finger down if you already have TSA pre-check and you just so happen to renew your Clear membership while standing in line for $209 to skip the line and you still have to wait an hour and a half in TSA and you miss your flight anyway. Put a finger down if you check your airline app and you receive a text message 3 minutes after the door closes telling you your gate has been moved to a completely different terminal. Put a finger down if Frontier tells you the next flight they can get you is on Tuesday. Put a finger down if you decide, forget this, I'm gonna just drive 3.5 hours to Dallas. Put a finger down if the rental car line is an hour and a half long because they're selling out of the cars, like Enterprise completely sold out, crazy. Put a finger down if you and your friend split up into the different lines to see who gets called first. Put a finger down if you randomly sign up for Hertz Gold membership just to jump the line. Put a finger down if while you're going down the escalator, your weekender suitcase falls down the escalator, your YSL bag falls out, the chain gets stuck in the escalator, and the entire escalator breaks while you're trying to pull your bag out, and you break your bag as well. Put a finger down if after all of that, you finally get the rental car, and then you realize you still have to drive 3.5 hours to Dallas. Put a finger down if you get to Dallas and your new flight gets delayed for 4 more hours. Put a finger down if you finally land in Raleigh and you realize you still have to drive 2.5 hours to Richmond. Put a finger down that your group sees a shuttle thinking it's the one to take us back to the hotel where we parked our car at, or on the completely wrong shuttle, and we still have to call a Lyft, wait 15 minutes for the Lyft just to take us to the correct parking lot. Put a finger down if you do not get home until 5 a.m. the next day after all of this. So yeah, that's all in all to say don't leave Houston on a Sunday. All right.
Again, like I said, and that is probably one of the running jokes that people who have visited Houston and see and say you don't never leave Houston on a Sunday because Sunday is the day that's supposed to actually be lit in the first place. And again, I guess my last Houston clip, I'll play this one young lady, spring break in Houston.
Houston spring break is on week 1 and all hell has broke loose. And I can't for the life of me not forget every single person who is from Houston getting on this app and saying, do not come here. This is what's going to happen. This is how Houston is ran. It's only 2-3 places you can go. All of them places going to be overbooked and you're not going to be able to get in. I remember that. I don't know how he even got on Houston TikTok, but that is what they were saying. And I don't know if it's because I'm from Chicago, but a deposit on a section just don't make sense to me, even without spring break. Because in my mind, I have been out with people that literally walk to the door and say, how much to get in? And they're going to beat you out your section. I have been in places where somebody is in a section, they bought a bottle and they not spending no more money. And it's somebody who's about to spend more money, they packing those other people up. That's how sections work. It's not, a lot of people I feel like are using logic, but no, it's no logic. It's just money. And whoever has the most money gets that space. I hate it's happening to us, especially in a city like Houston, especially young Black kids who are vacationing from college. I hate that's happening, but it's a hard lesson to learn. Listen to the people who are from there so you know, and also understand that some cities don't have the infrastructure to be able to facilitate you to be able to have fun. They don't have it set up. They barely have this shit set up for the people who live there, which is why you're supposed to listen to the people that live there. This happened in Chicago when people was coming here from Juneteenth and they was talking about it. It's like, Chicago don't work like that. It's not that kind of city. And it sounds like Houston, not that kind of city either. It seemed like a good time. If you do live in Houston and you want to prepare for next year, it's probably time for you to open up a club. I mean, club season or time might be returning. I don't know. Lesson learned though.
It took the Houston Rodeo for y'all to see that our women dress scantily clad. It took the rodeo to see that our women embrace whore culture. They do. As a single man looking into the market, you don't just see it at the rodeo. It's on dating sites, the internet, all over social media, their profiles. Hey, when you see that over the shoulder look, what is that pose? You know what I'm talking about when they turned around and showing their ass? Why that pose? Every time I see a woman posing like that, I always think, why is that the pose? Don't get caught up in these gym poses. Man, we can see your cat. You know we can see your cat in them tight clothes. And you gonna always hear the same thing. Well, if I had on something loose, you'd be looking the same. No, nobody's looking at you like that. When you have fitting clothes on, everyone's paying attention, especially men. We lead with our eyes. So what do you think we're thinking when we see that? That's the pose. Every pose you see, man, they ass is turned and they head over the shoulder. Every single one. No matter the age group. They're embracing whore culture. And what do you
know the thing that blow me about niggas like this? Why you mad though?
I guarantee you he looking at it. So what's the issue?
Yeah, I don't get that. I mean, to me personally, I'm never like, only time I would sit here and say I'm cool with people complaining if it's at church. If it's not at church, everything else to me is free game. I don't care because I'm telling you, as a man who go to a lot of different gyms, y'all know I bounce around the different LA fitnesses. And real quick, just for people in the DMV area, if you kind of like your group of people like super diverse, I ain't gonna lie to y'all, the sleeper LA fitness, especially if you really into like Spanish women, probably would be the Joan and Laurel. I ain't gonna lie to you. Like that probably to me, if you're talking about like age appropriate, like good, like just your eyes could wander the whole time you in there. I'm talking about like literally until the gym closed at 11. They in that joint, like they got your African Jones in there with the fat ass, but you know she kind of gonna look super ugly when you kind of really get up close to her. They had all that in there. They had the Spanish mommies, your regular black women, had a couple of little white girls that kind of look like they may be black. You had to look a little super hard to see if she was white or black. They had everything in there. So if you wanted them type of niggas and you kind of just like to change your surroundings a little bit, if you live in the DMV area, that Laurel LA Fitness, they got a good group of whatever diversity or what you may be looking for if you're looking for women who work out. With all that being said, I just hate niggas like that where it's like, bro, why I've never been
rejected. That's probably what.
Yeah, that should be like you just like, yeah, I'm cool. Like, bro, I love baby to be old, sit on the internet and just look at all the half naked women. I love them rodeo jumps. Again, like I've never been to rodeo. I don't know what the normal dress code is for it, but I'm telling you, I've literally seen every shade of black woman, every size of black woman, half naked, bra top, booty shorts on, butt cheeks hanging out the booty shorts with the Cowboys cow hat. Like I said, I don't know what the normal dress code was. I'm sure it probably wasn't that, but I enjoyed every single one of those videos, and Instagram posted it, came down my timeline via Instagram just because I like one rodeo or Houston video and then got down into the jump. So again, like I said, I'm not gonna hold y'all up with any more of this what the hell is this this Houston spring break rodeo thing. But again, shout out to Michael B. Jordan. Michael B. Jordan did win for best actor again, man. Damn, that's you know what's a reason why it's so fire for Michael B. Jordan is because think about how many people, I feel like I've been podcasting long enough to remember how many people sit here and said Michael B. Jordan couldn't act or he was trash. He don't never say nothing in his movies. He just a good looking nigga and this and the third. And that's the only reason why people even sitting here giving him any credit. From him to go from that to sit here and now win best actor. And as an Oscar, and again, like y'all know for me, if you listen to this show, y'all know I don't give a goddamn about none of these fucking award shows. But again, for somebody like Michael B. Jordan, where I care about it because I've been podcasting long enough. I've been listening to podcasts long enough and knowing that one of the biggest critiques on Michael B. Jordan was that people sit here and said he don't have no lines in the movies. He's not a good actor. He's just a good looking black man. And that's why people are the only reason why he keep getting in these movies. So for him to go from that to sit here and win best actor, dog, that's fire, dog. Because realistically, I'm sure some people you can go down his but I guess his movie catalog, and you can kind of sit here and say he didn't have a bunch from the very first Creed, and his speaking roles kind of got better. To me, I thought one of his best roles that people don't talk enough about is what was the joint called? Was it called Justice? It was him and Jamie Foxx in it together. Is that the name of it? I think it's called Justice. Michael B. Jordan. I think it's called Justice. And it was him and Jamie Foxx in the name of the movie. And I want to say, did he play I forgot. I think Jamie Foxx played the lawyer. Michael B. Jordan. Let me see what the name of that movie was. My bad. Michael B. Jordan, not Michael Jordan. Michael B. Jordan. I think the movie was called Justice. Yeah, no, Just Mercy. That's what it's called. It's called Just Mercy. Yeah, and it came out in 2019, and it was him and Jamie Foxx was in the movie together. Yeah, him and Jamie Foxx was in that joint. And to me, I loved him in that movie. But again, I know some people didn't see it. And again, like I said, a lot of people used to criticize him and say he couldn't act. So for him to be able to just go from there, or for people to critique how many words he didn't say in any of the Creed movies, to sit here and play two different characters in this movie, and for him to play two different characters in the movie, which were twin brothers, and for those twin brothers to still, to have a distinct, he played them so well where you can still see the distinct difference in the two brothers, and they supposed to be twins. Like that to me was fire. Like again, like I said, shout out to Michael B. Jordan. Let me see if there is any clips of him giving.
The Oscar goes to Michael B.
Yes! 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 Yes, he got it! Yes! Oh! Yes! Oh, he got it. I'm sorry, Gizzy, I scared you.
All right, the Oscars is over. I just got to say, I'm so happy for Ryan Coogler, Michael B. Jordan, Ludwig, Autumn for their wins. Obviously, I wanted them to win every single thing, but I knew that wasn't going to happen. And I just realized, with you black, I just text my wife, the Sinners just lost Best Picture. I said, we lost. I said, well, I'm not part of Sinners. We ain't winning early on. I thought we were for sure going to win Best Casting. I knew Best Song would go to K-Pop Demon Hunters, even though I lied to you, it was the best song to me. I knew, but I was like, Best Casting? I thought Ruthie Carter was gonna get the one for wardrobe, but I knew Sinners wasn't gonna sweep. So getting Foe is good, but Michael B. Jordan, Ryan Coogler, I like seeing good people win. I don't know either of them personally. I'd like to, but Ryan Coogler had the cool braids, and he's just such deserving.
Man. God is good. God is good. And yeah, mama, what's up? Y'all know how I feel about my mother and my father's here. Your pops, where you at? My dad came in from Ghana. He flew in from Ghana to be here. My brother, my sister's here. My family. I want to thank Warner Brothers. I want to thank Mike and Pam for believing in this dream, this vision of Ryan Coogler, and betting on a culture and betting on original ideas and original artistry. And you're an amazing person. I'm so honored to call you a collaborator and a friend. And you gave me the opportunity and space for me to be seen. And I love you too, bro. I love you to death. I would like to thank my incredible cast. Wumi, thank you so much for giving Smoke opportunity to be him. Haley at home, she's getting ready to have a baby right now. Thank you so much for being the other half of Stack. Miles, Delroy, Jamie, everybody, Lily, Omar, the entire cast. I thank you guys for supporting me through this. My team, Phil Sun, Greg Slewitt, Lindsey Gallen. Man, y'all. I stand here because of the people that came before me. Sidney Poitier, Denzel Washington, Halle Berry, Jamie Foxx, Forrest Whitaker, Will Smith, and to be amongst those giants, amongst those greats, amongst my ancestors, amongst my guys. Thank you, everybody in this room and everybody at home for supporting me over my career. I feel it. I know you guys want me to do well, and I want to do that because you guys bet on me. So thank you for keep betting on me. And I'm gonna keep stepping up, and I'm gonna keep being the best version of myself I could be. So I just want to say thank you for everybody in this room that had something to do with my success. I love you guys, and everybody at home who supported Sinners, who went to go see the movie once, twice, 3, 4, 5 times. Thank you, because you guys made this movie what it is. I love you. I love you. I love you.
And real quick, what I was kind of listening to him give his speech, and one thing I was kind of thinking about is, dog, Michael B. Jordan, y'all probably don't even realize Michael B. Jordan may be the only person in this newer generation, a class of actors where you probably have literally seen every one of his movies. Like you probably realistically won't put him in a conversation of like Will Smith and Denzel Washington and Jamie Foxx yet. Like not right now, but if you think about, you probably have not missed a Michael B. Jordan movie yet.
You can put him in there.
I don't know if you can put him there yet. Especially not Jamie and Denzel. Shit, maybe not even Will, because all of them got, like, let's be clear, he smoked Sinners, but their like peak movie to kind of like put them over the top where it's like, nah, nigga, I'm really him. Like Jamie Foxx and Ray, I'm him. Denzel Washington and Malcolm X, him. Will Smith and the Ali, like I'm him. Like it's like they had their movies where it's like I'm him. Like let's be clear. I think Sinners is I think Michael B. Jordan did a ridiculous, amazing job at Sinners, but I don't necessarily know if it was like them Jones for them was like, nah, I'm like, especially for Jamie Foxx and that Ray was like, nah, nigga, I'm really like that. And you gotta think about it. For some people, if you're not really engaged in your black history, you may have like thought like the first time you seen Denzel Washington, like think about for young people, like I don't know how old everybody is who's listening, but if you are old enough but you kind of young enough, when you probably first seen Denzel and Malcolm X, you probably in your mind might have literally thought that was like, nigga, that was Malcolm X. Like you probably just didn't even know no better. Like until you really, so that's again for like Denzel Washington and them, I think they're just that level of separation when it comes to just being like an elite actor. Like, yeah, it's just different. I'm not sitting here saying that Michael B. Jordan ain't gonna get there. He's definitely already knocking on that door. But I kind of just thinking about listening to him and just thinking about it, I'm like, damn, I don't necessarily know if I've missed a Michael B. Jordan movie yet. Like I think I've literally seen every movie he's ever been in. And that to me is like that kind of like that to me kind of mean a lot. So again, like I said,
but if I'm saying why couldn't he be in that kind of elite?
I think he's there, but I think this is sometimes.
I'm not saying he's better than, but he's there. Like I said, he's in that class now. To me, I feel like
I don't know, though. I don't know
because he is our modern day.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. He's putting in the work to be that modern day, but I don't necessarily like. I think about like when you're talking about like in sports where it's like, okay, even perfect example, and we can kind of tie that in and go into the BAM conversation after that.
He's a better. Do you feel like he's a better actor than Tyrese?
Who? Michael B. Jordan? Hell yeah.
So
Tyrese don't have that group of people that Tyrese ain't in that group of niggas.
So you saying he don't have a standout like?
I feel like
when he portrayed somebody and did a good job at
because perfect example. Like let's be clear. Rest in peace. What's my man named Chadwick Boseman? He was like nigga. He was in that room already. Like he might not even. I don't even know if he got an Oscar, but he was in that room. Like you talking about? He knocked out Jackie Robinson. Who else did he play? Thurgood Marshall. Like he was nigga. He was like fuck knocking on that door. He was in the room knocking shit over. That's all I'm saying. Like I don't feel like Michael B. Jordan has had one of them Jones yet, where he in that room kind of like, excuse me, old man, get out the way type of Jones. Like I don't necessarily know, even if like,
what about
Creed and all that?
Fruitvale Station.
I think that was like because I think the movie, the concept of the movie and what the movie actually meant. I think you could put him in that conversation of some of those movies, but I don't necessarily know. I think because it was so early in his career. I feel like now compared, like he's a way better actor now than he was then. So that was kind of like super early in his. So if he get again, so I'm with you. If he gets one of those type of movies again, like where he at now as an actor, then I think that will be the movie to kind of to me where I'm feeling comfortable sitting here saying you got to put Michael B. Jordan in the same conversation as your Wills, your Jamies, and your Denzels. Because to me them three is like they in their own like they them. Like you're gonna kind of like if you see Will Smith in a movie or Jamie Foxx or you see Denzel in the movie, you're gonna naturally just click it just because. Like think about Denzel that had him some bush ass movies that niggas just watched.
Because what about that movie he was in there with Jamie? That
that's what I'm talking about.
I feel like I would watch it with Michael, even though he hasn't had a role like that. I was to whatever movie he's in, 9 times out of 10 I'm gonna watch it, even without him having the standout role like one of those roles.
And I feel like all them he had like of course, like even with Black Panther, I feel like he was a big part of that.
No,
Like,
no,
you could
no,
have-
I'm not. Yeah, I'm not. And that's what I'm saying. I'm not saying that's not. I'm just looking to, just for me personally, I'm almost like when we was even talking about like the classic albums where it was like when we talked about the Future John, like Future got a bunch of hits, but he don't got a classic album. I don't necessarily know if Michael B by himself has a classic joint where it's like, and some people may argue that they may feel like Sinners there, but I don't know if you sit here comparing Sinners to like Malcolm X, or you comparing Sinners to like Ray, and I don't necessarily know if them Jones.
Those are biopics, so you can't. I don't think you can't really compare those because those were actually about somebody. He hasn't had outside of Fruitvale Station. I think it's another movie. I think it's like Just Jordan or something like that.
Yeah,
He
the
hasn't
Journal
had
of Jordan.
Yeah,
Jordan Full Journal.
yeah.
something
So
like
he hasn't had a biopic like that. That's probably like you saying maybe might live up to those standards, but he has done biopics before.
Yeah, maybe that's what I'm looking for. Maybe that's the reason why I'm sitting here saying with Chadwick, it was because he did biopics. So you might be right. Maybe I'm just looking for him to kind of just, I guess, do a biopic to kind of solidify. I don't even necessarily know if it got to be a biopic. Like I think because again, even with Fruitvale Station, I do think if he get that type of movie again, I may be ready to put him in that room, offers just something like that, or even a crazy action movie where it's not a Marvel junk. Like, because even for Will Smith, it's like think about like
What about that one he played with Lauren London? Didn't he play one where he was like a war vet or something like that, and he had came back and they killed her? I think she was pregnant or something. It was on Netflix or
I
Prime
had
or
that
something.
one.
That
Without
was a good one.
Remorse.
Yeah, I think that might have been it. I think that was like an action one.
Lauren, yeah, that you said Lauren London was in it.
Mhm.
Yeah, Remorse was.
What is it called?
Without Remorse.
What was? Oh, y'all might be right. Maybe.
I'm not gonna say. I'm not gonna say.
Oh,
he's you know what I'm saying?
yeah, you might be
he's-
right. Yeah, damn, I just didn't. Maybe I just didn't remember that one. Maybe again, like I said, I maybe I'm just looking for one more jump from him. Maybe I need one more to put him in that conversation with them niggas because I just feel like
I think he's in the room. I believe that he's in the room. He could be in the room with them.
What you say, Marcus?
He got a chair at that table.
If they might got one with his name on it already, I don't know if he should take a seat yet. That's all I'm saying. Like his name they may got a chair waiting for him. I just don't know if he should just be able to sit down at the table. Like if this is Thanksgiving dinner where it's like I still feel like he ain't made it to that adult table yet. Like he right there, he's sitting right beside. Like he ain't at the kids table, he at like the preteen table. Like he just kind of need one
So
more.
he need a killer role. Basically, what you saying? He needs something that's gonna put him on the map in your book.
Yeah, for him to sit at the dinner table with them three. I ain't saying there's nobody else in his, like, trust and believe. I'm not saying there's anybody else next to Michael B. Jordan. Like, Michael B. Jordan is definitely at that preteen table by himself. Like, it ain't no other black woman or man next to him. Like, he's definitely at the table by himself. And I'm talking about that next table, like, when you sitting here saying the Will Smiths, the Jamie Foxxes, and the Denzel Washington, he just need one.
See, that's what I'm saying. I don't know how
You got talking to Mike because ain't nobody gonna hear what you're saying.
How do you look at when you judge it? That's what I'm saying. Like somebody like Samuel Jackson, like does he belong in that table? Like is he elite? You're like,
I don't feel like Samuel L. Jackson is in the conversation with them. I feel like Samuel L. Jackson is a household, like a household name in when it comes to movies, especially in black houses and black movies. But Samuel L. Jackson ain't in that movie, in that tier of like when we talking about that three-headed monster. When we talking about Will, like think about Kevin Hart is a fucking megastar, but Kevin Hart ain't at the table with them niggas.
But that's more because Kevin Hart is more a comedian. What I to me, he's more of a comedian than he is.
Nigga, Kevin Hart ain't even at the table with Martin Lawrence. Like that table, if you talking about comedians, it's Eddie Murphy and Martin Lawrence, and there ain't no other nigga nowhere near their table. Like the Kevin Hart is like on some shit with The Rock, where it's like, and him and Vin Diesel,
So
like them just some stupid niggas with muscles, and cool if you need to sell some tickets.
So that's so then maybe I'm confused at what get you at that table, because like if you said like Samuel's not at that table, then who else? Like
because Samuel L. Jackson kind of just always play like the
angry black guy,
or like the ad lib nigga. Like he almost like a Waka Flocka. Like you just put him on there for like the ad lib. Like he.
So you don't put like major
hell
action.
no, fuck no. Like what's the Samuel L. Jackson movie that you was like, damn Samuel L. Jackson? Like
Negotiator. He was a good negotiator. He was lead man.
Maybe I need to rewatch that one.
SWAT.
What was it?
SWAT. When he was the
Come on, though. We talking about Malcolm X. We talking about Malcolm X, Ray,
but you saying,
and you talking about
but
Ali.
you saying, but those are like, okay, Malcolm X wasn't. I don't even remember that shit.
Yeah,
like,
because you was a kid, but I guarantee you go watch it now.
But I don't think that I wouldn't say like, oh, it's a biopic. I don't. Now you say Ray, yes, but Malcolm X, no, I wouldn't. What would be so good about it?
Nigga, go watch Malcolm X again.
Because he's betraying him. That's what I'm saying. I don't. You saying that's one of his
listen
best?
to what I'm saying. Denzel Washington played Malcolm X so good as a young kid. I thought that was Malcolm X. As a kid watching that movie, I thought that was Malcolm X. That's how good Denzel Washington was. The crazy thing is, it probably probably not now because modern day times have come. But I'm sure at one point in time, if you probably Googled Malcolm X at one point in time, that Denzel Washington pictures probably came up before you could find the real Malcolm X pictures. That's how good Denzel Washington did in Malcolm X. Like I get, like I'm saying, I'm not saying knocking Samuel L. Jackson, but he ain't in that cat. We had the Denzel Washington conversation already before. He just not in that conversation with them three niggas. Like them three is just in a different type of like a different bag. And Will Smith is damn near almost in a room by himself because Will Smith is like almost a box office type of nigga, and he's just an elite actor. And trust and believe, Michael B. Jordan.
Jamie Foxx in that? Are you just putting him in there because of Ray? Because outside of Ray, now not to say he's not a good actor.
Yeah, that's why I'm trying to see what is his.
That might have been his standout role because he did portray Ray so well. But outside of that, he's not like the best actor ever.
Because to me, I feel like Mikey's going off of the biopic, like because you say Ali for Will Smith, you saying what's name Denzel for Malcolm X, and now you saying Jamie for Ray. I think it's just people portraying.
But I think even for Jamie Foxx is where you still kind of like for him, you still not maybe necessarily because Jamie Foxx. I'm looking at his movie, John. He do got a lot of bullshit up here, but. I'm sitting here saying for what he played in Ray, then he still got his own TV show that he carried on his own, and even still him playing playing Wanda on the In Living Color. Like Jamie Foxx, his range and him even be able to do a stand-up joke. Jamie Foxx just range and just who Jamie Foxx is kind of put him at that table with them.
Range of the actor.
As an actor.
So that's what. So I feel like that's why I say I feel like even with Michael B. Jordan, I feel like yes, you are at that table because his range of what you talking about, you came from. What was The Wire to Hardball to now? Like I said, you're not just stuck in one box. So for Mike, like that said, for Michael B. Jordan, he definitely should be at that table. And even like I said, that's why I'm just wondering because like even when you look at Samuel Jackson, like the stuff that he didn't play, he didn't got some franchises or whatever under his stuff.
Let me see.
Like all the Shaft, you talking about Django and all that stuff. Like I said, so that's why I don't.
But for a lot of these, a lot of these John Samuel Jackson ain't the lead. Nigga neither though.
He's not the lead. He's not the lead, but
if you take him out of it,
it wouldn't be the same. Like you couldn't have Django without him.
No, for sure. You know, Django is like let's be clear. Samuel Jackson definitely made Django. But yeah, like a lot of these other Jones, like yeah, some of these other Jones, I didn't even know he was in some of these.
Coach Carter.
That's a biopic.
He smoked Coach Carter. I don't. Y'all may be selling me on Samuel, but I don't know. I don't know about Samuel Jackson. I'm like I said, I don't.
And that's why I say when you keep
he smoked Coach Carter. You absolutely right.
And
I forgot about Coach Carter.
When you like I said, when you bring up the Malcolm, I'm like shit. I was just watching the other day. I forgot about the movie Denzel was in when he was on the train. When he was the little train conductor shit. That was a good movie. You know?
No. Let's be clear. No, this is what I'm saying. I'm saying. Listen, what I'm saying. What was the jump when? No, listen, Denzel Washington got. We already had this conversation about Denzel Washington. I'm just using Malcolm X because I felt like that was just the one that was just out of this world. Nigga, Denzel Washington got endless shit that put Denzel Washington out of this world. Nigga, American Gangster. And what was the other John? When he crashed out when his son was supposed to what was it?
John Q.
Yeah, John Q. And then it was one more John he recently played in. He was like one of them old ass men. And he was like he was in the
Book of Elijah or something like that.
No, it was a John. It was a no. I'm talking. It was a John. Like the majority of the movie was like in a backyard. God damn, I can't remember.
Oh, Fences. That was a hell of a movie.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So like this Denzel Washington. Like, I'm just using Malcolm X as an example. Yeah, Denzel Washington is already like he in a different type of world.
That's where you threw me off with like when you kept saying the Malcolm X. I'm like. I don't even remember watching that.
Yeah, because you was. I mean, you young. You 2 years younger than me. So I mean, we was both young as hell when Malcolm X came out. So I'm not. I can't imagine. I can't really get you to sit here and say. But let's be good. What was the movie we just said? What was it?
Fences.
Yeah, that shit right there. It's in Washington. Oh my God, nigga. That's what I'm saying. He different, and that's why I'm saying here saying I'm looking more for that from Malcolm B. Jordan. So maybe I guess because I use Jamie Foxx.
He could probably. But you can't like nah. He's in the wrong.
For sure. He just shouldn't sit down yet. Like, don't sit down yet. Like, don't sit here and feel like now I got my Oscar. Now I'm about to just go on some complete bullshit. No, stay where you at. Like, don't go Kevin Hart because Kevin Hart being like complete bullshit. Like, you see Kevin Hart on the movie now, you damn near almost don't click it. If you click it, it's because there ain't nothing else out.
Because he plays the same role. He plays the same, like you said. He's a sidekick on every, like, outside of that one he played where his wife died, or when his wife died, he had to take care of his daughter. I can't remember the name of it. That was a good movie.
Was that what was the Netflix?
That might have been a Netflix one. That's the only
Netflix. That was a Netflix one.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm.
But Michael B. Jordan, he's. I feel like he's in. I feel like he could take a seat at the table.
What else was going on? Oh yeah, let's go to just awful real quick, just to kind of just switch the gears real quick. Go to just awful dating stories on people on TikTok. Like, man, I don't know how people get this crazy on TikTok. What is this? This ain't Houston. I hope it ain't.
Put a finger down if back in October you were out with your so-called friend and her.
This one. Where was the crazy? This one right here. I gotta play this one.
Social media is literally ruining dating and no one's saying anything about it. So boom, cute boy hops in my DM. He says, hey, I would really like to get to know you. Would you like to go on a date? Normally, I would say fuck no or not even respond at all because you're a stranger. I don't know you. But I went over to his TikTok and he has about 500,000 followers. His content is really good and he's really creative. And I love other creatives, especially if it's an opportunity where we can both get creative together. So I said, you know what? Yeah, we can go on a date, but it has to be somewhere public. So he picked out a cute little coffee spot because he likes coffee. I like coffee. We picked a time and a place. Cool. So when I get to said coffee spot, I see that he's nowhere to be found. And I'm thinking, damn, like he's supposed to be here before I am. I'm the girl. I'm supposed to walk in and you already sitting down, you know? Extra points if you sitting down with both our drinks already at the table. So I walk in, I pick a table and I start waiting for him, right? As I'm scrolling on my phone, I'm waiting for him. Someone's coming in that looks like him, but I'm like, nah, that can't be him because this person is doing this. They're holding, you know, the little Osmo pocket, little camera thing. Yeah, he's just walking in doing this. I'm like, I know this boy is not vlogging this experience, right? Wrong. It was him. He walks in the door and he's doing this and he's walking towards me and he waves. I'm like, fuck, it is him. Now I have to wave because I'm being recorded. So I'll go. So he's like, hey, how are you? I'm like, I'm good. How are you? Great. He says, do you consent to being recorded? I'm like, aren't you already recording me? He was like, yeah, but like this is for a vlog. And if you don't consent to being recorded, I'll just crop all this footage out. I was like, hey, man, I look cute. Like, whatever. I don't care. Record me. Cool. So then he was like, did you already order? I'm like, no, I was waiting on you. He was like, okay, cool. Let's go. So we get in line to order our coffee. And as we're waiting in line, he's kind of just like getting little clips here and there. He's not really like interacting with me. Mind you, this is supposed to be a date. You know, we're supposed to be getting to know each other. He's not asking me any questions about myself. Then finally, as the line is moving, he puts his little pocket camera thing away and he goes, so how are you? Like, I've been watching your videos. Like, I think you're so pretty. I'm like, oh, thank you so much. I checked your page out last night as well. You know, like, I really like your vlogs. And as we are making our way towards like the register to order our coffee, he pulled the little camera back out and now he's recording this entire interaction of us ordering our drinks. We both get 2 iced lattes. Then the lady goes, your total is like $13.60. And then he goes, hey, I was just wondering like if I could get these coffees comped because I have 500,000 followers on TikTok and I was wondering if like you want to collaborate. So the lady very politely said collaborations is something that you would have to set up prior to coming into the spot. So like she said, if you want to talk to my manager, you might be able to set up something for the future and like we could comp your food and your drinks. But as far as right now, like we can't really comp these coffees. Basically, she was trying to say, we don't know you, right? We don't know who you are, like in a nice way. And I got such an ick during that whole interaction because why are you trying to comp $13 worth of coffee? Right, I don't know. Cool, so he pays for the coffee and then he puts his little camera back away. Cool. And then they call his name and they bring our coffees out.
Let me just pause that part real quick. Because even as a man, that shit kind of threw me off. And of course, it was a video going viral of India Love sitting here saying she don't want to be out with no man, and him sitting here trying to negotiate prices or complain or use like coupons and shit like that when they on a date. I ain't gonna lie to you. Sitting here trying to get a free coffee that's only $13 is crazy to me. And for you to sit here and say I got 500,000 followers, it's like, I mean, of course, to the average person, 500,000 followers is a lot. But to me, to get free shit, 500,000 ain't enough followers. If I own a business and I'm not giving you nothing free for 500,000, especially if you niggas $13, like nigga, pay this $13 and get the fuck out of my face.
This is where it gets creepy. He said, wait, before you grab him. Ding, pulls out the fucking little camera again, right? He was like, all right, we're gonna grab them at the same time. It has to be very aesthetic. So on the count of 3, we're gonna grab our coffees, right? I'm like, okay, how hard can this be? I do this shit for a living too, you know what I'm saying? So he goes 1, 2, 3, boom. Thought I grabbed it right. He said, no. Let's try again. I'm like, okay, put the coffee back. 1, 2, 3. We picked up the coffee. No. He said it has to be at the same time. I'm like, I thought it was at the same time. He was like, nah, you were slightly off. I'm like, okay. Now, mind you, people are staring, and like, I don't give a fuck. I don't get embarrassed of anything. There's nothing that you can do or say that's gonna embarrass me. But the simple fact that we are in a public setting and you're like doing a lot, you know, it's like, dude, like hurry up. Like other people want to get their shit too. Cool. He was like, all right, one more time. 1, 2, 3. Picked it up. He was like, no, because your thing, like you have to see the logo of the cup. Now at this point, I'm getting aggravated, right? This is the 3rd time that we take this fucking shot of us picking up this fucking coffee. I was like, yeah, my fault. He adjusts the cup and he goes, all right, this one's a charm. 1, 2, 3. Picked up the cups. Perfect. He says, all right, now walk to the table. I'm gonna walk behind you. So as I'm walking to the table with my coffee, he's walking behind me, recording me from the back. Cool. So I sit down at the table. He puts his little thing away, his little camera, and then, you know, we get to actually having a conversation. He asked me a little bit about my background. I'm asking him a little bit of his background. We have a blissful, uninterrupted 10 minutes before he pulls out the fucking camera again. Am I on a date or am I in a full-blown production? Hello? So now, I guess since it had died down a little bit, he was getting clips of the actual cafe. He was like, sorry, I gotta do this now before more people come. I'm like, do you think? So yeah, just as I was about to ask him, like, what you got going on for the rest of the day? Like, what are you doing after this? Because I know what I'm doing after this, bitch. I'm blocking you. He was like, oh, I think I'm gonna go to Whole Foods, get some ingredients, go home, cook, edit this vlog, and post it sometime this week. I'm like, oh, okay, that's cool. I didn't know you cook and you shop at Whole Foods. That's what's up, because I'm a holistic girly. I like whole food. I like organic foods. He was like, I don't really shop there. I only shop there when I'm like doing vlogs, you know, for aesthetics. You're fake. You're a poser. You're a fucking poser. I was like, oh yeah, no, I feel that. Aesthetics are important these days, I guess. He was like, yeah, so like you Puerto Rican, like when's the next time you're going to Puerto Rico? I want to go with you. I'm like, in my head, I was like, for what? So you could ruin my whole trip with your fucking little pocket camera? No. Fuck out of here. Anyway, y'all, to make a long story not as long, after we left the coffee shop, we kind of walked a little bit. We kind of walked a couple blocks together until he went his way, I went my way. Girl, he was already blocked. I had already pulled out my TikTok and blocked his ass. No. These cameras and this social media and this need for aesthetics, it is ruining dating and relationships. Please stop it. Stop. I want to get married one day, but not if it's like this. Social media.
So go. You got your thoughts on it, Erica?
I don't know. Like her base in the date was off how many followers he had. So what were you expecting when you?
Yeah. That's the part that I didn't get, because if you judge him off of the reason why you even gave him a chance is because he had 500,000 followers. Let's be clear for people who don't know, to get that many followers, 9 times out of 10, the gig is the gig, and you got to actually be committed to what you got going on. Because you ain't just randomly getting 500,000 followers without actually putting in some work to get that amount of followers. So for you to sit here and think that this nigga was going to say, and I ain't mad at him, because it's like, if this is what got you into me and you sit here and she started off her video like, I'm like, you know, it's cool. I like meeting other creators and this and maybe we can collab and we can kind of, in her brain, I already know what she was kind of thinking, like, oh, this nigga got 500,000 followers. It just worked. We can kind of do this little relationship couple shit. This can help take my page to a different level. I know what you was thinking, but you just wasn't committed to the gig like he really was committed to it. And now you thrown off because he really into putting in the work. Like that's like saying you want to date somebody who work out and they walk around with a 6-pack all year long. Yeah, them niggas is really eating all these crazy amount of vegetables to be able to keep a flat stomach all year long. So that to me is like, I don't understand how but again, that's most people. We talk about that all the time, and I tell y'all, like, people will be like, cool, oh yeah, I want to talk to somebody, you talk like, yeah, that, but you saying that now until you see that, like, I can't keep texting you back as much because I'm fucking editing a video and I'm using that same phone that I normally text on to edit videos. Like, yeah, I'm cool on it.
Would you stop talking to a girl like I say, if she was like a gym girl type and she really wasn't a gym, she was just doing the videos and stuff like that? Would you have a problem with that?
What you mean? Like, explain what you're saying.
Like, if you was talking to a girl, you was talking to because, you know, you seen her in the gym or whatever the case may be.
Mhm.
And you know, she was like, she make contact,
Content.
content and all that. But the whole time she really just did make the contact that she really don't be working out. Like she got a nice body and all that, but she don't be really working out. Would you start?
I wouldn't care because I mean,
Oh, you wouldn't
if
care?
she
Okay.
if she keep, I mean, if her body is she could just naturally keep a nice looking body without sitting here putting in the work. I mean, hats off to her. I ain't mad at her for that. I can't hate on
That
that.
would be a letdown.
Yeah, that
Okay.
shit wouldn't matter to me. Real quick, I guess I mean you kind of I'll clear it out for you for your birthday if you want to sit here and defend your man on yourself or my birthday present to you. I can defend him for you like I just had to defend Jack Harlow. But I mean, it's up to you. You can knock yourself out.
I mean, this shit really made me remember why I hate fucking Kobe fans. That's all it is. Motherfuckers mad because it was Kobe record.
Yeah, I mean, I'm
Like this shit is fucking. That shit is ridiculous. If it was anybody else, it wouldn't have been no issue. But because it was Kobe, you had every fucking excuse in the world. Every like, dog, like he did it. It's 83. Ain't nobody else did it.
Oh, okay. So I mean, I guess my only question before I play any of these clips of some of these niggas just hating on him, do you feel like it got nasty towards the end? You know, the crazy thing is I ain't even talk. 90% of y'all wouldn't even watch. One shout out to Asia Wilson. First, let me do that because I'm telling you, I wouldn't even have known, and this shit wouldn't even been on my radar if it wasn't for Asia Wilson in real time on Threads actually talking about the whole game. Because off the rip when because again, listen,
no, I'm gonna tell you the crazy thing is I didn't even turn it on when I saw they was playing. I'm like, oh, they playing the Wizards. I was sitting there on the phone with Matt talking to Matt about fucking Max Crosby not coming to the team and all that.
Mm-hmm.
Like me and him was having a conversation, and then our cousin, he, you know, because he a Wizard fan, he came, he started talking about something, and I was like, oh, he probably talking about the what's name, and I was like, oh, nigga, I was like, ain't your team playing? You worried about goddamn NFL? Y'all getting your ass bust. I said, Bam got 41 at halftime. Whole time I didn't think nothing else about it until later on, and that's when I seen him like, oh shit, this nigga really went off.
Yeah, and that I guess my thing is my biggest beef with just people in general, especially when it comes to like, and this is why I'm glad. You know, one thing I was happy that it happened to you, so you had, and that's why I made sure I kept sending you all the niggas hating on him because this is the reason why I just don't even like, and I understand when people don't like podcasts. And shout out to Reggie Miller for saying that at the game, earlier the game today before the Knicks and the Warriors game, he was like, no, I hate y'all with the podcast because y'all niggas just be talking and just saying shit just to say it, and you ain't being honest. Like I'm not going to over analyze a fucking Wizards and Miami Heat game. Like, and that's what it was. Like, nigga, and that to me to even sit here and try to like shit on it and talk trash about the game and sit here and discredit this nigga for it was a Wizards and Heat game. Niggas even complain about, I couldn't even find the game. You was not supposed to find the game, bitch. If you don't live in Miami or you don't live in DC, it wasn't a game meant for you to watch, nigga. It's a game that's on regular fucking your local channel. Unless you got league pass. And that'd be like, man, I ain't gonna lie to you. I've been told y'all that. That's how I've been feel. 90% of the niggas that y'all listen to, I think all them niggas is corny.
And my thing is like, even people keep talking about, all the free throw. I'm like, he still made them. You got to make them. You fucking tired as hell. You talking about I'm doing all this shit and I still fucking made them free throws? I went over 50% from the free throw line?
Let's just be clear. Again, and this is something that I was firmly believe on. 90% of the y'all, I won't give a pick your favorite podcast, and 90 of y'all can't even do 40 push-ups, let alone you sit here and be able to shoot 40 free throws. If you can't, I guarantee you, and I don't give a fuck, this is from the niggas who even played in the NBA, maybe outside of Gilbert Arenas, maybe the only person that I believe can literally go to the free throw line and have a better field goal percentage than what Bam did shooting 40-something free throws. I think you got to give the nigga credit for just, though, you know what type of shape you got to be in to get off that many shots, dog? Yeah. Like, I think niggas don't understand that where it's like, man, that's a lot, though. Even if you just play 2K, though, you know how much you'll probably be like, damn, I didn't took this many shots with this nigga.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what are we talking about? But that be my point where it's just, we live in a world where it be like, bro, niggas just love to hate. But you get, realistically, you get more traction for hating. That's why I tell y'all that all the time. Like, bro, that's why I don't, realistically, for most of the time, you would never see me in nobody's comment section. If I feel some type of way, I'll wait until we cut these mics on and I'll sit here and talk about it here. Because it just be like, even with camera on, like, do you know how cool you used to be? Like, I don't even know how niggas watch that shit. I cannot, listen to them. Hey, I'm damn sure never trying to listen to no fucking rappers talk about fucking sports. I don't know how y'all even made this shit a thing, but Cameron became to me like the way niggas feel about 50 Cent. I've been felt like that about Cameron with this fucking podcast. He has made his stock of coolness, the way that's cool nigga I thought was wearing all this pink shit. I thought this nigga was the coolest nigga on planet Earth at one point in time. Cameron is one of the corniest niggas on planet Earth, and Exhibit A is right here.
Jacking that shit. That shit was trash. The Wizards is tanking. Shot 43 free throws. The fuck is, what are we talking about here? He shot 43 free throws. Duh. You should have 81. Fuck is your 83 or whatever it is. This is not a real stat. This is not Michael Jordan 66. This ain't even, and don't get me wrong, Kobe with the 81, I'm not saying, I give him credit. But even that game, he shot all the shots. If you watch that Kobe 81 game, I was sitting there like, so you're not going to pass to nobody. I'm a Kobe fan, but I'm like, come on, bro. It just got to the point where the crowd seen he had 60 and 70, and they just kept shooting. It wasn't within the real basketball game to me. It just got to the point like, okay, just see what you can do. So I'm not ever discrediting Kobe because I didn't see Kobe score 50, 60 a few times within a real game. Not saying that game for 81 wasn't real, but you shoot 43 free throws on the Wizards. They tanking. Anthony Davis ain't even show up after he got traded. He said, I'm hurt for the rest of the season, diagnosed himself. I don't know if Trae Young even got in the motherfucking court yet since he's been there. I don't know what the Wizards is doing. Mo, what I'd advise you is this. Do not go back and watch that game. You won't be able to get that time back in your life. Go watch ESPN. That'll be 2 hours of your life that has been wasted that you cannot get back when you can sum that shit up in 4 minutes on ESPN. On Sports Center. I wouldn't do it, Mo. You got other productive shit going on in your life to be watching the Wizards play the Heat and Bam Adebayo shooting 43 free throws. You got business, Mo. That is.
It was cool when James Harden was doing it.
But listen to what I'm saying. Just my only thing is, and I told y'all, I forgot whatever window I gave myself for the Kobe Bryant shit. Bro, fuck Kobe Bryant and fuck his fans, bro. And it been fuck Kobe Bryant. Y'all just be dragging.
I wouldn't say it because
I don't listen to him.
If he ain't died the way he would, I'll be on the same boat. I would be on the same boat.
I was never. What I'm telling you. I had because this is some basketball shit, and this is some shit where y'all, dog. I lost real friends in high school. I don't give a fuck about no celebrity dying, dog. So for all that extra dick sucking y'all do, and that's why I don't fuck with LeBron no more, because he should have never went to the Lakers, because we would have been stopped talking about these niggas as an organization, as a staff, as a record label, or whatever, if LeBron James didn't take his bitch ass dick.
That is true.
And that's the shit to be blown. And that's why I've been kind of lost my fandom for fucking LeBron. Cause it's like, bro, you just did some whole shit. Like we could again, and you should, even because you was there when Kobe was alive when you was originally there. So cool. But when he died and niggas kept sitting here playing with you, wouldn't sit here and give you no, like, and they was disrespecting your wall, your paints and all that. Bro, if I was LeBron, I would have been packed it up on them niggas. I would have won my ring in the bubble and I would have got the fuck up out of there. You couldn't figure that shit out anywhere else. Like, I'm cool, bro. You're not about to sit and keep putting this, I want to raise my kid. Man, your kids don't want to be in no fucking LA, dog. Pack that, man. That, to me, that's the biggest flaw in LeBron's whole fucking career. I don't give a fuck about him. He could go team up with whoever else. That Lakers shit was fucking clown shit. And that is the reason why niggas got to deal with that clown shit.
And they would downplay if LeBron was to win another ring in LA, they would definitely, that bubble don't count. Oh, that you downplay. That's what I said, because you surpassing Kobe.
Man, fuck the Lakers. Fuck that fan base. Fuck all of them. That's why I'm be cool, bro. After I stopped gambling, I ain't had no reason to ever watch another Lakers game a day in my life. And that'd be just I'm cool. I don't give a fuck. That shit is corny. Lakers fans is corny. Kobe Bryant fans is extremely corny. All you basketball niggas is weird as hell the way y'all praise this nigga, bro. I'm cool. Y'all niggas is crazy. Every nigga who signed to Nike and y'all still been winning, man, get the fuck out of it. Y'all niggas is crazy as shit. Pack that nigga up.
And I said I choose to enjoy Bam's 83-point game, and I was met with all types of resistance. I was told I was dumb, I was unathletic, I was one of those go along to get along blacks. I was called a corny nigga. I was called another type of nigga. And I'm like, whoa. I choose. I didn't say what you gotta do, but I understand this 83-point game has people all up in a tizzy. And I just think it's really interesting. One, because it's not even the record. It's the second highest scoring record. And I think I get it. There's unethical hoops accusation. This is unethical hoops. And I think that's just really interesting, because what are ethical hoops? Will Chamberlain's 100-point game, they won by 22, I believe. He scored 31 points in the fourth quarter of a game they won by 20. He had 12 free throws, 21 field goals. He had 63 shots in the game totally. So one could argue that the game was already in hand. And I think for me, I just like seeing records broken. To me, it doesn't change anything about Kobe's 81-point game, even though that's more ethical hoops. But I'm also the type of person who enjoyed the 98 baseball season when Mark McGwire and Sammy Sosa were going for the home run record. And I knew they were both on steroids. And I didn't care. Their heads were big. The ball was going out of the park. It's the most baseball I've watched ever in my life. I haven't watched that much baseball before or since. And I also watch other records be made unpure.
Real quick, and again, I just want to say, and this is kind of go back into my Jack Harlow point, because I heard somebody, I forgot what I was listening to, one of them shows on the Ringer podcast network. And a nigga sit here and said, y'all criticize anything that black people do. And that's what I'm going to tell you why, and what he made the point is. The fucking U.S. baseball team might not even make it to whatever the shit is to play in to win actual gold medals or anything. They may not even make it to the jump to even win a fucking bronze. But if the fucking men's basketball team play a game and they don't win by more than 20 points, y'all say these niggas is washed up. Again, that's why I hate clips. I hate that whole little social media commentating of basketball. And that's why I fucking hate Adam Silver. Adam Silver, you are a fucking bitch. Man, I'm telling you, Adam Silver, oh my God. Let's just hurry up and bring this into the Atlanta Hawks shit while we sitting here talking about basketball. But again, we just live in a generation of just like, niggas will rather hate and just say a bunch of goofy, corny shit online for clicks and views. And it's just a bunch, because there's so many bunch of corny niggas who've never done nothing, never got punched in the mouth, never got shot at or nothing. We'll even get into that with Boosie and Kodak Black. I'm telling y'all, some days I just be like, man, I wish some of y'all niggas just get shot or just get knocked the fuck out. Like Blueface. Like, I just be mad. I'm telling you, because I just know like a lot of the conversation and like the way people talk on social media and just be in the comments from fake pages and private pages, just be like, because you just feel like, again, I stand firm on I don't give a fuck about Kobe Bryant. Never have, never will. That shit don't move me. I'm not going to sit here and be like, oh my man, fuck him and fuck them fans. I stand firmly on that. I fucking hate the Lakers. I hate the color. I hope Rakia Jackson, I hope they put motherfucking Rakia Jackson on a different team so I can go buy me a Rakia Jackson jersey, because I hate that fucking gold and purple. I'm telling you with a passion, I would never in my life buy anything fucking gold and purple. I'm mad I didn't buy one of her Breeze jerseys because them shit sold out too fast. But I hate that color. That fucking yellow, that gold and purple color shit is ugly as fuck. I really fucking can't stand Lakers fans, and I can't stand them colors. But again, we talking about Adam Silver, dog. Let's just get into Adam Silver and this goddamn Magic City shit. Adam Silver's a whore. He sit on social media way too much, and he allow social media to dictate and manipulate what he do and the moves that he make. And let me see. Damn, Adam Silver, I can't believe you such a bitch ass nigga. Who talked about this that I wanted to play a clip of them talking about them canceling Magic City? Because that happened first, right? Magic City. Maybe I didn't send it. Send it on TikTok.
Whoever said.
Real quick, do you think hold on.
I don't want to be on the internet anymore. When we get to a point in American sports where somebody scores 83 points in an NBA game and we don't go, wow, that's cool, we have lost the plot. We have lost everything. I don't understand a world where all of a sudden people have forgotten how to enjoy sports accomplishments, enjoy sports things without being a protector of the sacred past, without having to step up and say, well, Kobe did this, well, Michael did that. Who cares? Also, the fourth quarter was crazy last night. The Heat absolutely, after he had 62 points in the first three quarters. Let me say that again. After he had 62 points in the first three quarters, the Heat made a collective decision to do whatever they had to do to get him more points. They did that as a team. And you can say that's unethical. You can say it's whatever. But what you can't say is it hasn't happened before. It happened in the Wilt Chamberlain game. It has happened time and time again in this sport. In the last game of the 1994 regular season, I believe, David Robinson needed to win the scoring title. His team helped him score 71 points when he shot 48 times. This has happened forever in basketball. So to act like this generation is now unethical, and this generation is doing something the other generations haven't, you're lying. Kobe Bryant had 81 points and 2 assists the night he scored. This has been happening forever. Celebrate it. 83 points is crazy. Last night was a crazy thing that happened, and it doesn't have to be anything more than that. I don't want to be on the internet.
And again, I just think realistically, the fact that people even care about it is because it is Bam. Because if it was Anthony Edwards, niggas would celebrate it. If it was Victor Wembanyama, niggas would celebrate it. If it was fucking the Joker or Luka, if it was any of them fucking white boys, y'all literally would suck them niggas dry on social media. Like, y'all niggas would literally get down and get them niggas head. Like, if it was the Joker, I promise you, every fucking sports analyst would literally damn near be foaming at the mouth and getting wet at the butthole if it was the Joker that scored 83 points. Again, like I said, because it does it seem because Bam, I think he averaged like 18 or 19 points a game. It do seem absolutely crazy. And I ain't gonna lie.
Well, shit, I mean, that makes it more impressive. For somebody who don't score like that and don't even shoot the three.
He shot a lot of them motherfuckers that night, though. He shot a lot of them bitches. But again, I mean,
but that's the normal.
Nigga, that's 22 fucking threes for a center is crazy.
But that's what I'm saying. That's the normal now.
I mean, I guess. Like I said, I ain't mad at him. I ain't mad at him at all. How the fuck my Magic City shit go? I definitely thought I had. Damn, I can't believe. Again, like I said, I'm just disappointed in Adam Silver. I can't believe he sit here and gave in to just canceling the Magic City night, because it's crazy. I seen people sitting here saying it's crazy to sit here. The Utah Jazz got a statue of Karl Malone sitting in front of their stadium. I mean, in front of their arena, but y'all sit here and canceling Magic City night. Oh, here we go. Magic, the actual owner of Magic.
The collaboration really is not necessarily a bad collaboration. I think that there was certain emphasis on the collaboration that got ahead of the collaboration that made people skeptical.
Yeah, they blew it out of proportion. It was just chicken wings in the names.
How did you find out that the promotion wasn't going to happen anymore?
Phone call came in.
Okay.
And somebody told me. And
they told you. The OG light went off. That big, I kind of.
Big bang take a little bite. Big bang going take a little bite.
Okay.
That's a lesson in wisdom. Because it's like a lot of people, you know, who don't have the knowledge that certain things can't go on. They picture the cheerleaders in thongs and people walking around.
They took it to all that level, like we were going to turn girls loose on.
But y'all already said before it wasn't going to be any movie at the game.
The game is still going. CI is still set to perform.
Yes, it's going to be great. We still coming out.
Still the collaboration.
The crazy thing really is about it is, and people even complaining about seeing here saying, "Oh, the kid's gonna be there, this, that, and the third," and whatever the case may be.
Girl,
I guess my biggest thing is, dog, it's a fucking Monday night. Like on a Monday night, how many kids would y'all actually expecting the Bulls to be at this game? Like that to me is probably one of even the craziest parts about the whole situation.
Been at the game.
Oh, Orlando Magic's in a fucking Atlanta Hawks game.
Yeah,
oh man, ain't no way. Man.
Well, it ain't just a dose to go to the game. The kids
I'm not. I wouldn't take my kid. Ain't gonna sit here and be staying up late to see and go see no goddamn Hawks and goddamn Orlando sit here and play again. Like I said, I just think that what's his name? Adam Silver. I can't believe you. Like Adam Silver went out like a bitch with that one. Like you allow too many just soft ass niggas to kind of peer pressure you, and we just live in a town where it's like, bro, that shit was corny to me. Let me hold on.
I will not be gaslit into believing that the NBA canceling Magic City Monday at the Hawks game has anything to do with women's empowerment or feminism. Y'all are not going to play in my face. I've had a lot of people mad at me for the last week because when Luke Cornett came out with his essay, I said that was rooted in conservatism. It was not rooted in feminism. And people were mad at me. I'm reaching. I'm the friend that's too woke. That's fine. I don't know Luke personally. He could have that much of a passion for, the objectification of women or the abuse that sex workers face. But anybody who works within the NBA, anybody in an NBA locker room, all of y'all know about the objectification of women that goes on within your locker rooms and your ecosystem. Y'all know that players pack ones when they come to Atlanta for a reason. Y'all know that. And look, I'm not even talking about the kids, it's wrong to promote a strip club. That's fine. I think it's a little wrong to promote gambling the way the NBA does, but apples to oranges, fine. We're not talking about that right now. I get why they canceled Magic City Monday, but just don't play in my face and say it has to do with protecting women, please. Because when it comes to abuse victims, y'all don't give a fuck about protecting them. And I'm not just talking about Miles Bridges. I'm not just talking about the ones y'all have heard of. I'm also talking about the ones that they systematically cover up because they do that shit. Because protecting their players protects their pockets. They don't care what bad of a person they are. They don't care who they've essayed. They don't care about any of that shit. Because if an athlete can bounce a ball real good, throw a ball in a hoop real good, it don't matter if he hurts women. Jackson Hayes was playing on the Lakers against the Miami Heat, right? I'm at home watching a video on my phone of him on TMZ dragging his girlfriend around the room. The NBA gonna say they're investigating the situation. The victim came out and said that they didn't reach out to her or her lawyers. How are you investigating and you didn't reach out to the victim or her lawyers? You're not investigating. You don't give a fuck. You're putting out a statement for bullshit. Charles Barkley called Adam Silver out on his bullshit about domestic violence in the NBA. And Adam Silver sat there and played in our faces with another politically correct bullshit statement that didn't mean nothing. He didn't do shit. So to cancel Magic City Monday during Women's History Month and pretend like it has anything to do with protecting women, I'm not falling for that shit, Adam. That is bullshit. I have your number, bro. I know the way that they cover up abuse against women in the NBA. It's been happening for decades. Y'all honored Karl Malone at All-Star Weekend not once, but twice. Not once, but twice. That man impregnated a child. And you are still honoring him as one of the greats in the NBA, but all of a sudden the NBA is so moral. Get the fuck out of my face with that, NBA. This is about your pockets. This is about your reputation. This is a small fish to fry. This is low-hanging fruit. So you hit the red button and you canceled it. Fine, I get it. It's not about Magic City. It's about the fact that I know you can hear us and you ignore us when you want to. I know you've got selective hearing. So this is bullshit to me. I'm not going to lie. I will not.
Again, shout out to Mariah Rose. And the reason why I wanted to play her because we did play her last week when we was even bigging up the whole Magic City thing. And again, I agree with everybody who's sitting here and said it with the Karl Malone situation, with the gambling situation. And it's crazy. And again, with Miles Bridges, like you can literally, if you Google Miles Bridges' wife, like nigga, ain't nothing but pictures like of her like light-skinned. She a light-skinned woman with OD black eyes, bruised wrist, bruised ankle. Like he beat her ass. Again, Kaiser, man, damn, she posted some fire ass pictures the other day. Jesus Christ. Bro, even for her situation where it's like, bro, it's too many women who have had domestic violence situations and niggas still be playing. Like Miles Bridges literally play for the Hornets right now. What's the nigga, whatever the fuck his name is, to play for the Bucks right now. Like again, man, y'all crazy as shit. I'm cool on that. And again, it just be we just live in a day and age with the internet and it just be so many corny niggas. It just so much corny shit could just kind of just go or just move. It's just a headline for a day and then the conversation completely move over. And when we talk about domestic violence situations and we kind of talking about basketball right now, I do want to play this and I do want people, because I understand how some, especially women who really like are huge WNBA fans, where you feel like you kind of want to protect Rickea Jackson and you don't really want to keep talking about it or keep seeing her name and floating around on these blog pages or floating around with the story. But I do feel like you do her a disservice if you don't keep talking about it. I feel like you got to keep talking about it. You got to show on her face. You got to keep making this case a high profile case, because that's the only way he going to get some real time, because they already then sit here and drop some of the charges where the police is sitting, not pressing charges. And one of them got hit with a car and they sitting here saying, well, they don't got enough footage to sit here or enough evidence to press to even keep those charges against him. So realistically, those was going to be the highest charges of him sitting here, assaulting a police officer. So for them to sit here and drop them charges now he really basically only going to be facing some domestic violence charges. That shit is crazy already. And that is one of the reasons why you kind of can't even allow this story to kind of just like come and go, because if you don't keep talking about it, it realistically will just come and go, and you'll see this nigga playing in the NFL next season. And 9 times out of 10, the sad thing about it is you still going to see this nigga play in the NFL next season.
Case of Rickea Jackson and her former abuser, James Pierce Jr., really goes to show why successful women like to stay away from men altogether. Because although I am confident that Rickea will have ample opportunities to play for the women's national team throughout her career, maybe at the Worlds and even in LA 2028, you cannot tell me that one of these spots did not belong to her for this qualifying tournament. Unfortunately, instead of being in Puerto Rico playing for her country where she belongs, on February 9th, Rickea Jackson asked a Miami-Dade County judge to grant her a restraining order against James James Pierce Jr. I won't go into detail on everything that she alleged, but she said that this man is a madman, threatening to unalive her multiple times, harm her, that she was in fear for her life. And the most disturbing allegation that was found in the request for the order of protection that TMZ got their hands on, she stated that the day that she really was like, I cannot be with this man, he attacked her at a gas station, snatched her cell phone, pulled her hair, took her belongings, and she was in fear for her life. Sadly, we all know that when women actually try to leave is the most dangerous point, and that's when he escalated the situation, stalked her for weeks on end, tried to pay her to stay with him, and that ultimately led to the situation that got him arrested. I'm making this video to not only bring awareness to what so many women have to go through, but also to say that Rakia Jackson should not be dealing with this. She should be playing for Team USA right now. She was in fact invited to the training camp in December. You can see her happy and smiling here, and this is what I cannot wait for her to get back to. So often victims of DV not only have to go through the trauma that they endure the first time, but then the trauma of going through the court case, trauma of it being public, trauma on missing out on opportunities because of somebody else's action. James Pierce Jr. not only victimized her then, he's victimizing her now because she's supposed to be playing for Team USA. A permanent injunction hearing is set for April 21st, and hopefully this order of protection will be for life. And I just ask that you guys continue to uplift Rakia, because I know this is a very scary and dangerous time for her. And personally, I believe this man needs to be locked up for a very long time at football. He's unhinged, he's unstable. I think he was more than willing to take her life and his, and no woman deserves this. Rakia doesn't deserve this. You guys drop down below, let me know what you think. The case of Rakia.
And again, real quick, while we sit here talking about football players and their domestic violence situation, I have to sit here because I think we I don't necessarily know we talked about this, but ex Kansas City Chief football player who did kill his girlfriend sit here and went on Chat GPT to sit here and try to find out how to get away. I mean, how to get rid of a body. And again, that's why I sit here and told y'all what the football play. I don't know what's up with these niggas and how they may not have it all upstairs. But again, some of these conversations, you gotta have them. And the sad thing about it is, and where I'm not gonna lie, again, kind of going back into the Jack Harlow thing, bro, I'm sorry. I listen to a lot of fucking podcasts. I take in a lot of content. And I'm telling you, I pay attention to shit that niggas be skipping. And I kind of be like, damn, like, why you just, man, oh, niggas crazy.
NFL player Darren Lee made his first court appearance since his arrest. Prosecutors called Detective Brian Lockhart to the stand, asking him to describe the crime scene.
Mr. Lee was inside the residence. They asked him to step outside. They noticed blood on several walls.
Investigators say Lee claimed Gabriella Perpetual slipped and fell in the shower while he was sleeping inside their Ottawa home. But Detective Lockhart said the scene told a different story.
There was blood going up the staircase on the hand railing. There was blood on the walls. There was blood on the floor in the living room. There was blood on the floor in the hallway upstairs. There was blood in just about every room except for, I believe, one room we didn't find any blood in.
Deputies also noticed cleaning products out of place.
Open, there was Clorox wipes out of the package, out of the actual on the floor. There was, you could see the cleanup where there was swipes and wipes.
In court, District Attorney General Cody Womp said the state could seek the death penalty, arguing Lee's prior felony convictions and the nature of the crime make him eligible. Lee was convicted in Florida of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon in 2023, and he took a plea in Ohio in a domestic assault case in 2024. By the end of the hearing, the judge made it clear Lee will not be going anywhere.
The proof is evident and the presumption is great. So Mr. Lee will remain on a no bond.
Lee will remain at the Hamilton County Jail, and his preliminary hearing will be March 9th.
And that's what I'm talking about. Just even sometimes with some of these stories, like even for this dude to sit here and say, I mean, he already had one domestic violence charge already up under his belt in 2024, and then to sit here and, man, like, bro, this shit is crazy. Like, for this nigga to sit here and use Chat GPT to look up how to get rid of a body is, come on. This shit crazy. And I meant to play this clip earlier when I was for my defense case on Jack Harlow, because when you sit here talking about just like how some white boys kind of can get to be able to, like, maneuver and dip in and out of like black culture at their own leisure. There was a clip going viral with Matt Rife on Club Shay Shay. And again, shout out to Gary Owens real quick, because they did bring up Gary Owens. So I do want to play this clip because Gary Owens' wedding started to kind of go on viral. I know he kind of talked about it a little bit when he did his newest interview on the Breakfast Club, but he kind of sit here and said, you know, like he kind of wanted to keep it under the radar a little bit because how messy his last relationship was. Of course, when it ended with his ex-wife, like it went extremely bad via social media. And realistically, him and his oldest daughter still don't have they still don't have a good relationship because of the, you know, so because of the breakup. And he talked about that on the Breakfast Club, where he was kind of like, you know, I'm giving my oldest daughter, you know, some time and some space, and whenever she, you know, want to kind of kindle our relationship, he's willing to pick it up. But he basically said like he didn't try to even communicate via his son, because him and his son is back cool, but he was like his daughter just ain't rocking, she ain't bending, she kind of took in his mom's side. But I do want to play this clip of Matt Rife because it kind of proved my point, where it's like, I'm gonna play this point, then I give my opinion.
Gary Owen is a legend. Like that dude murders. Like no, there's very few comedians that I would not want to follow. Right. Gary's one of them, man. But he always has like the cachet of like he's a white comic for black audiences only, right? He's just an urban comic or whatever that means. And I just didn't want to pigeonhole an audience. You know what I mean? Like I want to be for as many people as possible. Now, whoever finds me. If it's all black people, amazing. If it's all white people, amazing. Doesn't matter to me. Funny is just funny. But I didn't want to be pigeonholed into like, oh, he only does urban stuff, because it's so unfortunate that limits opportunities in Hollywood as well. Like Gary was great and was it Think Like a Man? Yes. He was so good in that shit. Yes. But because a lot of Hollywood and the entertainment industry just thinks, oh, he only has a black audience, I don't know if white people will go see him. I feel like that hinders a lot of his opportunities. And I could be wrong. Gary, if I'm wrong, I apologize, but it's really what it feels like. I feel like he deserves a lot more. I agree. And from a young age, I just saw that and I was like, I just want to make sure I leave all the doors open that I can. But he's a beast, man.
Were you surprised by how the jokes that he would allow you to say on Wild 'N Out?
Yeah, that was my biggest problem with the show, actually. That show, everyone has their role, right? And my role was the white guy. And if you made any jokes outside of being the white guy, that shit was like not okay. Like it would either fall super flat that nobody wanted it, or just kind of frowned upon. Right. Like at a certain point, as a comedian, I want to say other shit. I want to say something kind of clever, something that I actually put some thought into, something that's not racially based. And that's all they really wanted after it. So all they ever wanted out of it. So after like 3 seasons of it, I was like, I just want to do other things, you know? Right. This takes up so much of my time. I'm not on every episode. It doesn't pay well. Right. I need to go tour. I need to go be me on stage. So it was a little limiting, but I mean, the exposure from it was amazing. You know, my first season on there, I mean, I bumped up thousands of followers. That allowed me to tour for the very first time. So I'm so thankful for it. It was an amazing institution. It was a great opportunity and opened so many doors for me. So I'm very thankful for it.
That's Cold Shannon to get
and see, and that he say wrong. So no, he didn't say nothing wrong, but it's just my point of where it's like he kind of like, you can't sit here and. To me, the reason why I said I should have played this earlier and tied it into the Jack Harlow thing is because Matt Rife got the opportunity to basically pull up Post Malone, where Gary Owens kind of just stayed 10 toes down and just not just being a black comedian, but just how he just adapt black culture. Like the videos of fucking Gary Owens wedding is him literally doing the swag surf. Of course, I ain't gonna shout out to Gary Owens. Like I don't necessarily know what the age gap is between him and his wife, but she looked young and he looked old as shit. But again, shout out to him. He got a beautiful black woman again, because his first wife was black as well. But then even Bun B performing at his wedding, and just like even majority of the people who was at his wedding was black people. So again, I'm like, that's why I'm for the Jack Harlow situation is, to me, it's like you got niggas like Matt Rife where he kind of paid attention to Gary Owens, where he was like, I don't want to be the white comedian that black people fuck with. I want to be able to get a bigger audience. So he hurry up and dipped out, where Gary Owens like, I'm like, nigga, he 10 toes down and just, I'm cool as being the white boy that the black people fuck with. And I'm not sitting here saying there's nothing wrong with what Matt Rife saying, but just listen to what he's basically saying is like, I seen the path that Gary Owens went, and I see how it's a closed, that room is closed. That stage ain't as big, because let's be clear, even Andrew Schultz did the same thing, because at one point in time, Andrew Schultz was the white boy. There was a cool white boy who was hanging with Charlemagne, and he did all the black spots and did all the black clubs until he started fucking with Joe Rogan and them, and they opened the door for him to be able to get a bigger, broader white audience. So, and the sad thing is, wherefore you talking about who can do bigger venues where Matt Rife and your Andrew Schultz can do arenas. Not saying they can do arenas in every city, but in a lot of cities they can do arenas in, and they can do multiple dates. Like shit, fucking Andrew Schultz done Madison Square Garden like 2 or 3 times and sold it John out completely. But again, with for somebody like Gary Owens, where it's like he kind of stuck into like the improv Jones, like he comes to the DC comic, whatever the DC improv Joan is, and in some places he can do theaters where he may be able to do like the MGM or something like that. But again, it's a slower build up for somebody like Gary Owens because he stayed true to just sticking with the black audience and not sitting here kind of crossing over and panning to a white audience. And that's again when I'm talking about the Jack Harlow situation, is where you got to kind of appreciate the white boy who's sitting here saying the first chance, because think about it, for somebody again like Jack Harlow, for him to take a 3-year break and didn't put out a project, and then when you come back you go super black, he could have easily sit here and came back and went super white. Because they know, and they know for a fact I can always pander to a white audience and the bag will even be bigger and the audience will be bigger. To me, you got to kind of respect the nigga who built his fan base with the black community early and didn't when he got a room or opportunity to run, he didn't run. And that was the reason why I wanted to I should have played that clip even earlier when we was talking about the Jack Harlow shit. Again, like I said, I ain't mad at Matt Rife for doing it, because I mean, if you got an opportunity to go big, then I mean, go big. I ain't mad at you, but you don't sit here and make it seem like niggas don't be sacrificing, because I'm sure most people with shit, if you listen to Gary Owen, the nigga's funny. Like I watched his stand-up, he got a new stand-up out on YouTube, and the nigga, I was laughing through that whole jump. So again, like I said, shout out to Gary Owen, and I ain't mad, like I said, I'm not mad at Matt Rife. Damn, again, we was talking about Jamie Foxx earlier. I do want to play this clip. I'm sure some of y'all may be a little bit too old and you really don't even listen to like niggas. Like if you listen to like niggas like Lil Uzi and Playboy Cardi, then you will know this producer tag.
Oh, Pierre, you want to come out here? Si pour se molester tout petit, pas qu'on se mal. Si pour tout s'embarquer, tout pour tout pas citer Jean-Claude Van Damme. What kind of French is that? He from the south side of France. Si pour tout se molester, c'est Shaquille O'Neal des coupes de ville. He said you should try this, bro.
Again, shout out to Jamie Foxx. That was a clip from the Jamie Foxx show, which the young man Pierre Bourne, I believe that's how he say his name. He is a producer. He was the one who produced You Can Millie Rock on Any Block. What was that? The Playboy Cardi and Lil Uzi Jones. What's the real name of that song? What is it? Magnolia or something? I forgot the name of it, but whatever it is. That's the original song that kind of broke Playboy Cardi out. It was Playboy Cardi featuring Lil Uzi. I almost say Millie Rock and Any Block. But again, like I said, that is his producer tag, and it came from the Jamie Foxx show. So again, like I said, shout out to Jamie Foxx. So we did talk about Jamie Foxx earlier. I guess we kind of got to get into some real world stuff, and this stuff is a little bit sad because I mean, the real world actually is just sad. Y'all want to go super sad first, or let's go light DMV first before we get into some of the super sad stuff. Of course, in the DMV area, for people, and the reason why they was coming in with them curfews, and they probably will double down on it, especially after this new video was going. And the crazy thing is, I seen people in the comment section, and they was like, man, why y'all keep posting these old videos? No, this video was not old. This video was brand new, and they had the National Guards there absolutely sitting here doing their work, and probably the most work they had to do since they've been in the DC area. So, of course, down in the Navy Yard again, there was a large group of teenagers running wild, fighting and jumping. No, I'm not even gonna lie to you. Like, again, and us as kids, like, I'm not about to sit here and make it like when we used to go to the Go-Go's back in the day, you ain't never seen somebody get jumped. But maybe because you was just actually there in raw time in the footage, it didn't seem as aggressive and as violent because you may have just been there in the times you're not even thinking about it. But to actually watch it like on in real time and watch it on camera and be like you just watching some defenseless little kid get stomped out, you kind of maybe just, I'm getting older and you get a little bit more sensitive. I'd be like, damn, like, bro, they just real life, just this little kid just get his shit completely stomped out by like 10, 20 niggas is taking turns stomping him out and ain't nobody breaking this shit up. Like, watching that, I'd be like, damn, like, bro, where is their parents at? But me and a homegirl of mine was going kind of like back and forth in the DM talking about it, and she was just like, it's so crazy that these things happen because now you live in a time where the parents ain't even dropping these kids off no more. They just getting on the train or they getting in a ride share vehicle, and the parents don't even necessarily know what's going on until you see the videos going viral. And it just be like, and that's why those things keep happening. So again, like you can't be mad at when DC and Maryland started to double down on some of those curfews because they already had a curfew for Navy y'all. So I don't necessarily know. I kind of want to see what those charges are going to be. I did see one of those DMV pages pick up and sit here and say that they did charge. They picked up 2 of the kids and they did end up charging 2 of them. So I kind of want to see how that one will play out. But I do want to even get into a little bit more. Damn, I forgot to play that clip when we was talking about that shit earlier. Let's go here first before I go too serious.
And this man.
So did y'all see the video of the woman who got upset because her husband was asleep in the car?
Mm-mm.
Let me play this for you.
I'm sitting here sick and worried. And this man is sitting in this car. Really? 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 Seriously? Seriously? Why are you sleeping in the car? Why are you sleeping in the car?
I need some rest.
So why wouldn't you come inside?
Because I can't rest in here.
Is your life that terrible that you need to be in the car? Is your life like that difficult? Why don't you come inside? For an hour you've been out here? You've been out here for an hour?
It looks like it. I just need to rest.
Do you want me to bring you something?
You peace and quiet.
Come inside, baby.
No.
Come on.
No. Just close the door, please. Just close the door.
Well, I'm gonna come and sit next to you.
No.
Y'all think she was doing too much?
Clearly, he just wanted some alone time.
I feel your pain, brother.
Dude, I can't believe he did. Like, one, that she recorded herself doing this shit is crazy as fuck. Because if the nigga was, and again, the way she acted, like she caught this nigga was in the car cheating or something. He was literally in the car asleep. Like he was in the car asleep. Like if anybody has ever been just like working too much and you just dog ass tired, or even if you was on a road trip and you was super tired, you're like, let me just pull over in this parking lot and just let me get a little quick nap. And trust me, believe anybody who has had to take a nap on a lunch break or anything in the car, that sometimes like that sleep is so necessary and probably some of the best sleep you ever feel like you will get. And you kind of be like one eye open. And this is, you know how like sometimes if you wake up because you're like, damn, I don't want to oversleep. That shit, you still be like, damn, I got 5 more minutes. That 5 more minutes, damn, after you get that 5 more minutes, gonna feel like a fucking hour. So I felt that nigga how tired he probably really was. And I just can't believe that she's sitting here acting like this nigga, like she caught him cheating in the car or something like that. To me was kind of crazy. Like, bro, let this nigga take a nap. But obviously, I mean, just even the way she was acting is the reason why this nigga felt like he had to sit here and go get a rest in the car. He wanted to get away from your fucking nagging ass. Like, man, get the fuck on somewhere. Man, where was the joint of the lady sitting here with her kid in the car? Like, where the fuck was this Johnny? Come on, man. Sometimes I be sending too much shit. She pissed me off though. Because I hate when people sit here and be like, oh, why he had to do so much? Fuck why he had to do so much. Why she just couldn't get the fuck out the car or just couldn't take her ticket in peace. So the clip that I'm about to sit here and play, this lady had her, how old was her kid in the 15. Car? Her 15-year-old son in the car with her. And basically she got a speeding ticket and she didn't want to take the speeding ticket. So she ended up throwing the speeding ticket out and was littering. So I'm going to play this clip of this car. And again, sometimes this shit, I don't need to sit here and say it's I don't want to sit here and say, oh, because she's angry black woman. I'm not even about to do that. I think sometimes women and even people, again, when I'm saying people troll on the internet, I think a lot of people just haven't experienced what real life consequences like. Because you won't never see no man who's ever had a run-in with a police officer in any type of capacity will ever even sit here and play with a police officer like that. You would never sit here and give a police officer. I know I won't. I've been pulled over by the police too many times, especially when I used to have a Charger with the tinted window. Oh, my nigga. How many times I've got violated from a police officer driving cars with tinted windows is the reason why I will ride fishbowl for the rest of my entire life, just because I don't even want to give you even the reason to sit here and pull me over. Because especially if you sit here and got a car that got some type of speed to it and you got tents on it, I promise you're going to get pulled over religiously.
If
stop. Wait, stop. Please stop. Wait, stop first. Stop, please. Wait, please stop.
All right, here's your copy of the citation. As far as the bills, you don't want to take it now? Well, you're taking it because it's your citation.
I don't want it.
That's your citation. That's littering. Step out of the car.
No, just don't do that. Step off my car. I'm not stepping out.
Mom, chill out.
I'm not just calling. Yes, call me. I'm not touching.
Mom, please chill out. Mom, please chill out.
Don't touch me. I'm not stepping out of shit. Call your motherfucking supervisor. You're not the supervisor. Call your supervisor. A supervisor. I'm not stepping out of nothing.
Mom, please chill out.
Get your hand off me. Get your hand off me. I will step out when the supervisor. I'm not stepping out of nothing. Get your hand off me. Get your hand off me. You littered. You dropped the ticket, not me. No, you dropped the ticket, not me. You dropped the ticket, not me. Get your hands off me. You're touching me. Give me the ticket. You're touching me forcibly. You're holding me too tight, and you're being out of line. Y'all see this, right?
Sir, I'm sorry. Can she just get the ticket?
No, you stop. Why are you holding my arm like this?
I gave you the ticket.
No, you did not. You dropped the ticket, not me. I told you I did not want it. You dropped it. You dropped it. You're doing too much. I'm not afraid of you. Get your hand off of me. You're holding me forcibly for no reason.
Because you need to step out of the car.
Get your fucking hands off me.
Step out of the car.
No, what am I stepping out of the car for?
Anything I can do to get you to comply?
Look, Mom, he just said take the ticket.
No, I did not. You did that.
He said
you
take
threw
the
the
ticket
ticket at
away.
me.
I gave it to you, so you
threw
could
the
please,
ticket at
and then
me.
you grabbed it
Okay,
and threw it out.
give me the
It's
ticket.
on your phone video.
Give me the ticket.
No,
give me the ticket.
we're past that.
Okay.
You're under arrest. Step out of the car, literally.
Okay.
Step out of the car.
No, I'm not.
You're under arrest.
No, when your colonel gets
No,
here,
we
then
have
I will
beyond that.
step out.
Step
I'm not
out.
getting out of the car. I'm with my child, and I'm not
I
doing that.
understand you're with
Call
your
your
child.
father right now.
Step out of the car.
I'm not.
Step
I'm
out of
not.
the
I'll
car.
step out when another officer gets here. I'm not
Step
stepping out.
out.
I don't trust you. You're holding me too strong, and I don't
Because
trust you.
I don't
You
trust
don't have
you.
to hold me like I'm not going anywhere. Where am I
I will
going to
stop
go?
holding
I'm not
you
going to
if you
go.
step-
I'm not stepping out of the car.
You need to
Call
step
your
out of the
colonel, and
car.
I will get out of the car.
This is
You're
resisting
holding me.
arrest.
I'm not resisting arrest. What am I under arrest
order.
for? What am I
Literally.
under arrest for? I didn't litter. You did that. No, I did not. You did that. You did that. It's all on camera. So when your colonel gets here, then I will step out. I have my child with me.
I am
I'm not
the
getting out of the. You have a supervisor. Okay.
I am the
So when your
supervisor on duty.
supervisor gets here, then I will
I
step
am
out of
the
the car.
highest ranking
Call
supervisor.
someone else
I don't
to
have
come
anyone
here.
else.
There is someone else.
Not right now.
There is someone
You
else.
need to
Let me
step
call
out of the car.
911.
Stop.
Get your phone.
Wait, please, sir, stop. Wait, stop. Mom, chill out. Mom, chill. Wait, stop, sir. Please stop. Wait, stop. Please stop. Wait, stop, sir. Stop, please. Wait, please stop. Stop. No, stop, please. I'm scared. Stop. Wait, stop, please. Wait, please stop. Please stop, sir. Wait, stop. Stop, please. Wait, please stop. Wait, stop, please. Okay, wait, I can get out. Please, it's okay.
Y'all the parents, y'all go first because this shit pissed me off.
It was she escalated it for no reason. And you had your so that how when you want your son to behave if he was pulled over by the cops, you supposed to be teaching him something.
That shit was crazy, bro. And for anybody who sit here and watch this shit, and y'all sit here and say that this woman was in the right, you were fucking part of the problem.
She
dog.
threw the ticket out the window. Granted, he shouldn't have threw it in her car, but you threw the ticket out the window.
He ain't throw it in her car. He gave her the license and he tried to give her the ticket. She
ain't
wouldn't
want it.
take the ticket, so
So
he
he
dropped the
dropped it in
ticket
the
in her
car.
car. He ain't throw it at her. He just dropped it and let it go right there. And
I'm not saying she was wrong. Even if you was pissed just to hear your son pleading for you to stop because he was scared, you should have just stopped.
Because guess what? The fucked up part about it is the son got more common sense than the mother. That's crazy to me. Like you should never behave like that in front of your kid. And why? And again, that's to me. I don't give a fuck what your race is. That shit is somebody who don't like you think you above the law. Like what make you sit here and think that police officer couldn't have smoked your ass right there? For him to get as I never felt sorry for her. I just got mad. The more I watched the video, I was mad because you sit here and pushed it to that fucking limit. You can't, like, come on, dog.
He kept trying to get her to comply. He asked, what could I do to get you to comply? And she didn't want to.
Like, that shit was some ignorant shit. That was the most ignorant shit I ever watched in my life, though. And I'm somebody who be
Did
like,
he say why she got pulled over?
I guess for a speeding ticket.
Oh, for speeding ticket. Oh.
But that shit was like, bro, come on, my nigga. Like, it's no way. And the fucked up part about it is literally people in the comment section they was sitting here defending this shit. You can't defend this, dog. She could have just took her ticket and kept it pushing. But you sit here thinking you above the law or you got your little fuck the police attitude already. So you sit here trying to get this nigga your ass to kiss for a speeding ticket. Like, dog, come on, my nigga. And a speeding ticket, 9 times out of 10, you can take your speeding ticket, take it to court. You can either beat it or sometimes they don't even come in and this shit wouldn't even have been nothing. But you just did all of this and you sit here and traumatize your fucking son because you can listen to him on the video. He sounded like he fucking was ready to cry. He probably was crying. Cause it ain't nothing he could do, dog. This is the fucking police, man. I'm cool, dog. Like that shit is so fucking like that. I'm telling you, I watched that video and that
That's
shit.
your wife. What you saying to her when it's all said?
Man, I would have cussed the shit out of her. I'm talking about I would have called her all types of stupid bitches and everything.
I'm gonna let her ass sit in there.
Sit in jail.
Like, come man, what man? That shit makes me
because, like you said, that could have escalated. What if it was one of those trigger happy police officers and he would have pulled the trigger? You know what I'm saying? Shot you or shot your son.
Mm-hmm.
That shit was
just because of what? You ain't feel like getting like, oh, I don't get it.
Oh man. I guess I'd have waited long enough. It's time to get to my man. Bring him to the pulpit. Come on, dog.
In our weekly Negro meetings, this never came up. Who said the boycott over? Jamal Bryant? No shade to Jamal Bryant. Great order. Yeah, he talk good shit sometimes. He don't tell us what to do. And this is not to Jamal Bryant. This is to Target. This is to America. There's no one person that controls Black people. There's no leader in the Black community. And it's by design. Because every time we had one, you killed them. Every time we had one, you arrested her and killed her. Yeah. Or you sterilized her. Shout out Fannie Lou Hamer. So there's no leader telling us what we gonna do and what we not gonna do. And let me tell you something. Black women said we not going to that goddamn store. Yeah. So, I mean, shout out to Jamal Bryant for trying to take the lead. I don't know why you would want to do such a thing when this country is notorious for killing leaders in schools of girls. Why you would want to step up to that plate and eat, I have no idea. Do your thing. But stop what boycott? Y'all getting that Kmart treatment. You can revamp, revise, renew. We not going back. What are you talking about? The DEI boycott over. Girl, bye.
And you know what's so crazy? Again, y'all know I kind of I try my hardest, Jamal Bryant, to support you and hold you down, my brother. But this one right here, this is above me. Now, one thing I will sit here and say is before I play Jamal Bryant's apology, I hate that people act like that he wasn't the person that bought this shit that they like. Because let's be clear, that was one of the main reasons why I even kept praising him and giving. I didn't know that anybody else already started the boycott. And my thing I even sit here and told people, even when I made a video talking about it, is why not those women who started in Minnesota? Y'all should have been with him on the Breakfast. He went on the Breakfast Club like 2 or 3 times talking about this Target boycott. He been on Fox News. He been on CNN. He been on MSNBC. So if there were other people who, if he wasn't supposed to originally be the spokesperson, other people should have sat in on those interviews with him. Because Tamika Mallory, I know for a fact, she sat in on one of them on the Breakfast Club because at that same time when they was doing the Target fast, she was dropping her book at the same time. So of course she was kind of like, you know, I can kill 2 birds with 1 stone. So she did sit in on one of those Breakfast Club interviews with him. But my whole thing is if you didn't want him to be the face, the person who got the most notoriety for this, people should have spoke up already. Because don't wait until he kind of go and say something that you totally disagree with, and now be like, oh, he wasn't the one that originally started this or anything the case may be. Cool. If he didn't, y'all should have. You had a whole year. This Target fast has been going on for a year. I'm not sitting here trying to speak up for him and sit here and shoot him no bail or no shit like that, because he was fucking absolutely out of pocket for even thinking that he could sit here and call it, because it's over. Like, niggas is cool on Target after anything becomes a habit. The same way when we talked last week about eye picking, you talk about sacks. When people start to find other ways to replace going into your business, niggas they already didn't found out whatever new routine. I don't got no reason to go back in there unless it's an emergency. Again, that's why I see he said, like, around Christmas time, I kind of get it. Like, niggas is cold outside. Niggas kind of trying to just get last minute gifts, and you going to just go wherever you can sit here and go because you're just trying to sit here and feed your Christmas needs. But, bro, people have already, even for somebody like me who used to go in there to t-shirts, and we talked about this before when we were sitting here saying 5 and below or go to Walmart. But shit, even now for me, nigga, this is the TikTok shop. And now that bigger clothing brands and kind of got on TikTok and make it even 100 times easier. Oh, they got PacSun, or they got this brand, and they got this, that, and the third. Where I can sit here, I don't even have to leave out the house no more.
What made him say something?
I mean, I'm sure most people sitting here saying he got paid. They feel like he got that bag.
Oh, okay. But it wasn't like it was the interview or nothing like that. He just came out.
And he just literally came out and went in front of a Target and did. I'm gonna play. I'll play his apology, and then he sat down and did an interview. Let's go.
I made assumptions that were not true. And I wanted to apologize to you for being a leader that was out of touch with what it is that the community wanted and sensed what it is that the community were demanding. It's much greater than those four, and I've heard you, overwhelmingly so. And not having a good read of the room, I take full responsibility of.
And I say this all the time about just, and I mean, I appreciate his apology, I guess. But I say this all the time when people talk about like when politicians or people give their opinion on gas prices or different things. I think a lot of times, a lot of these celebrities, they speak from you speak from an out of touch place. I say that all the time when I'm listening to podcasts or listening to radio niggas. I tell y'all the person who to me do it the best is damn near Charlemagne, because he kind of keeps his, I mean, even by the way he dressed, he stayed just as possible as he can be to the people, where you kind of keep your ear on the people. He said when he talked about it every time on the Breakfast Club, when he be out and about, he talked to people, ask people how they feeling financially, even when they open up the phone lines to and that is probably one of the best things about the radio, because you can open your phone lines and talk to regular working class people. But again, I think just people don't like Jamal Brown off the rip, so people didn't want to keep it a being, because I even had people DMing me, and I'm not gonna sit here and say I hate it, because I kind of understand some people just don't like going back and forth with niggas in the comment section, so people will DM me like paragraphs giving like agreeing with what I'm saying. I'm like, damn, it would be nice if you would have wrote this in the comment section, but cool, I get it. You don't want to sit here and go back and forth, because niggas will want to argue with you going back and forth in the comment section. So I do understand when people just don't want to do it, and they rather just get, tell you how they feel about their opinion. And a lot of people agree with that. Like they heard about the Target fast because of Jamal Brown. You can say whatever you want. That nigga platform is bigger than those women in Minnesota. So I mean, he made it loud. He used his platform for good. He was just out of pocket. He spoke out of pocket because people are like, niggas is cool. If I haven't been in Target for a year, like let's sit here and say if I literally stood 10 toes down and I participated in this fast, and let's just sit here and say even during the Christmas time, let's say if you stepped in Target 2 or 3 times, you talking about for people who listen, think about it, even for somebody like me, if you've been listening to this fucking podcast long enough, y'all know it's certain stores that I went to religiously: the Dollar Tree, Sylvester's, and fucking Target. I told y'all I ain't been in Sylvester's in God knows how long, and I ain't been in Target, and if I stepped in Target 2 times in a year, and I'm talking about I used to go into all these shits every single other day, or at least 3 times out of a week, no, 2 times out of a year, and you talking about that was only because it was literally because of Christmas, so you just rushing, just trying to grab stuff. So for you as Jamal Brown, like even if you sit here saying it's over, no, it's not a part of my routine no more. I found other ways to replace some of those things where I don't give a fuck no more. And what topped it for me now, me doing Lent, because let's be clear, I ain't gonna lie to you, Target do got them fire ass jelly beans, but hey, I can't eat no candy because of Lent. I don't got no reason to go. So for Jamal Brown to sit here and think that niggas is going to sit here and be like, oh, it's over now, nigga, niggas have probably have not, you done lost your rewards and all that other shit. You don't care about going back in there. It's not that easy to sit here and just say, oh, it's over, we can go back. No, nigga, I'm not. The fuck am I going in there for now? I've already found other options. So again, like I said, I think he spoke way too fast. He did do a news interview. I'll play this one.
You get from Target. Pastor Jamal Bryant started his Target fast movement around Lent last year. This week, he announced this.
The immediate Target fast has come to an end.
But leaders of a boycott effort that started in Minneapolis, where Target is headquartered, say Pastor Bryant does not speak for them. Why did you end your effort?
Initially, the fast was just supposed to be 40 days. It has gone a year. Mm-hmm. With the previous CEO, we weren't able to make any headway or push forward. With the new one, we were able to begin talks. I was very, I thought clear, I was not, that the fast was coming to an end, but the boycott is continuing.
You got Target to fulfill 3 of your 4 demands.
Yes.
One of them was that Target should reinstate all programs promoting diversity, equity, and inclusion.
A reimagining of DEI.
What does that mean?
Is under this administration, diversity, equity, inclusion is illegal. They changed it to belonging.
Target announced their belonging policy January 24th, 2025, a month before you launched the fast. So how is this belonging policy dissatisfactory in March of 2025 enough so that you launch a fast, but it's satisfactory enough in March of 2026 to end it?
A lot has happened in this last year from when I first came to announce it. 13% of their board is African Americans. They have a pipeline to take those from entry level to C-suites. But those who have driven extra miles to go past Target, those who have logged off from online spending, those who have cut up their Target credit cards, says it's much bigger than that one issue.
That policy was in place before you launched your fast.
Yes.
So if it wasn't good enough then, how is that same policy good enough now?
Yeah, what I am saying to you, it is not good enough, is that they want larger numbers, they want a larger incubator, they want a larger footprint.
So you acknowledge now that since the video, since calling off the fast, that that is not something that you can check off as a win?
No.
Okay.
Yes.
So now you've got 2 of the 4.
Yes.
Okay. What did you get from Target?
Yes, absolutely nothing. And I am proud of that we've got clean hands in it, that none of my colleagues received anything. My church didn't receive anything. None of my associates received anything. Go in or stay out, but I'm grateful unto God. It's open.
You going in or you staying out?
I'm staying out with the people. The overwhelming majority of what it is that we're hearing is that it doesn't matter, that they don't plan on going back. And so I think we've got to recalibrate what is the tactic and what is the end goal.
The thing is, to me, with him is like, it's hard for niggas not to believe you ain't get paid. Because if you didn't get paid, what the fuck was the purpose of you even telling people you called it off for?
Yeah, I don't see a reason why.
Oh, because you can't.
Outside of him getting paid, like
that's it. Because how else can you explain it? There's no other way, realistically, if we being honest. There's no other way you can explain it to people or make logically sense for you to sit here. Even if you felt like, man, I'm going back into Target. Because even like I said, when Christmas time came, I told y'all, like, I ain't judging niggas if you don't sit here and be crazy and be making fucking Target hauls and videos. But if you run in there and niggas see you in the line, I'm act like I don't see you. You act like you don't see me. Cool, is keep it pushing. But don't sit here and be after that motherfucker after the new year. You could have easily done something, but for you to sit here and go do a whole video and you did it in front of the jump, bro, there's no way. You can't make no person with common sense think you ain't get paid. Like, what the fuck are we talking about? Because guess what? Because the reason why
he got church.
Yeah, he got church. He got a mega church in Atlanta. But the reason why, and I'm gonna tell you why he can't make it seem like he didn't get paid, because when Cardi B did a video inside it, and when Cash Doll did, when they was doing videos inside of Target, like on their regular shit and just putting shit in their cart. So when Castanat and them did a live streaming, you call all of them people out and sit here and say, "Oh, Target paying them," like this nigga. And that's my thing with Jamal Brown.
Oh, he spoke on it before.
Hell, nigga, he called everybody out. Anytime somebody did anything close to a Target or inside a Target, I'm talking Castanat, Cardi B, and Cash Doll. Those 3 off the top of my head, I know for a fact. On his page, he called them out, clipped up their videos, and literally sit here and talked over them videos. It was like, y'all know y'all out of pocket, y'all stepping out of line. So you can't make them type of videos and have that type of stance, and then you sit here and go do this. But that's the difference between me and the rest of y'all niggas is I supported this nigga loudly, and I'm gonna criticize this nigga just as loud. I just hate when niggas be picking and choosing, but I know people just don't like him, so they couldn't wait to kick his back in. But you can't sit here and tell me y'all knew about this fucking Target boycott from them women in Minnesota. Y'all fucking lying. Because guess what? Because you trust and believe. No, I never heard nobody talk about them until now. When I sit here and see, okay, well, I seen the Breakfast Club reached out to them and they did like a call in on the Breakfast Club. Or I seen Roland Martin reach out to, but all of this is after the Jamal Brown that did this. Nobody didn't reach out to them women beforehand. And for all the people that act like, oh, I've been you, man, bro, y'all gotta stop. Like, it's cool to sit here and say Jamal Brown used his platform originally for good, and he was the person who brought this shit to light. That's cool. It's nothing wrong with sitting here being honest about that. Like, I hate when people be acting like they be you don't know every fucking thing, dog. You wasn't hip. And for people who may have been hip, then cool. But I don't believe that shit, because if you was really actually hip already, this wouldn't have got to this point. But
could he be jumping ahead of it before people found out that he got to deal with Target? Like him trying to say, "Oh, it's over. You know, we can go back." Before people actually found out, like,
I mean, I don't know. I just feel like ain't no way you can't. Ain't nothing, no other way you can make me believe that you sit here. Did somebody ain't slip you some bread? Let's move into what's the name of this B2K and Bow Wow tour?
Boys for Life.
Yeah, I don't know what it's called, but I know the job. It is a concert full of fat niggas, and the sad thing of it is man, what's the girl name from here? And I literally had her on the podcast back in the day, like when Donna, I believe that's her name. Yeah, but she is the person who originally, and this is one of the things about just like having like a video kind of go viral. I kind of felt for her because it was like her video went viral, like of her recording him falling on the stage, taking his shirt off, or whatever the case may be. But it's like when you get a video to go viral like that, and if you're not doing like no talking over the shit or nothing, you kind of like you don't even get no credit for the shit. People just take your video and they just get on the Shade Room and all these other jokes. But of course, people body shame Baby Blue because I ain't gonna lie to you, that nigga look nuts. Like I respect a nigga with that type of confidence because I ain't got that type of confidence though, and I work out all the time. For that nigga to sit here and get on stage, stomach hanging over, probably ain't seen his dick in God knows how long, and be able to jump around and run on the stage and fall around like, bro, this nigga look crazy. When I seen that video, I'm like, y'all actually paid to see this? It's absolutely nuts. Like this nigga he make Rick Ross and DJ Khaled look like fucking.
Yeah, but I don't think nobody give a fuck about how they look. I think they going to hear the songs.
I don't want to see your old ass grinding on that microphone like that.
Thank you. Erica, the only woman in this room, so she the only person that can speak on this.
But you want to hear the song? I mean, you don't care about it.
I mean, but you don't. You want to hear the songs, but it's still like,
I'm pretty sure that Bobby Brown them wasn't doing no worse than that.
They probably have more energy. I'm quite for sure. They probably look way better. The only person that's picked up weight is Bobby Brown. The rest of the group is cool. Them the same dudes as probably that talk about women and what they need to do with themselves. And look at you.
Yeah, that shit crazy though. I hear what you're saying, Marcus, but it ain't no way in here. Because I'm let's be clear. At one point in time, back in the day, Pretty Ricky was them niggas. When Pretty Ricky was Pretty Ricky, them niggas was in shape, and them niggas
right. Because that's the nigga. What's name? He was a non-factor. I think that's not the one who was doing the scamming and all that, right?
Yes, this is.
That's the one who was doing the scamming.
Yeah, he the one who just came home from jail. Because in the video, they talk about.
I mean, nobody care about him.
Well, nigga, they care about him enough for that video to go fucking viral, and him to body shame his fatter.
Y'all can't be body shaming niggas now. You feel me? I'm up here multi-platinum getting that bread on stage, shirt off. But guess what? I look like what your daddy looked like. I look like what your stepdaddy looked like. That's your mama. I look like what a lot of these look like. That's your girlfriend behind your back, dog. You feel me? Just this would get money look like. That's getting money look like this. Yeah, that got high self-esteem, that they getting that chicken, they getting that bread, don't get fucked by all that extra shit. Yeah, going to the gym, shit cool, nigga feel like doing it, but right now, I'm on the road getting this money. I ain't worried about all that. You feel me? It's just a PSA announcement for anybody out there who thought I gave.
Again, like I said, shout outs to Donna. She definitely had her video, and I seen her trying to tell people that was her video going viral. Because I originally did see it, like watching her Insta story, because people was at that concert. It was here last Sunday while we was recording. They were having their tour here. But again, like I ain't even gonna lie, even with Bow Wow, I think Bow Wow had a video that was going viral, and he was like, "I never ate red meat, I never ate pork. That's how I still look young." I don't know when the last time Bow Wow looked in the mirror. My brother, you do not look young. You need to go ahead to the barber. It's time to hang that shit up. Go bald. Put a hat on because you look fucking crazy trying to hang. Your shit is just as bad as LeBron. That little hairline he trying to hang on. I'm like, Bow Wow, why you going outside like that? Who? Like, and some niggas be just be having too much confidence to just go outside like that. Like, who the fuck told Bow Wow to take his hat off? Like, this nigga doing interview with, and like this nigga hair thinning like shit up top. Like, bro, go to the barber, man. Fuck, go to the barber shop. Go buy you some clippers and get that shit off. Oh man, Bow Wow, you look crazy, dog. Like, and for Bow Wow to be like, you gotta think about it, like, niggas know you was little Bow Wow. Like, nigga, you was like oversized Bow Wow now. And I'm a man, I'm gonna body shame another nigga any chance I get. He looks crazy as fuck. Bow Wow, this fucking Baby Blue nigga, like all of them niggas need to, as a whole, as a collector, like y'all niggas need to start a cardio class as a group, as a tour group or whatever, because y'all niggas on stage looking fucking absolutely insane, dog. And y'all gotta think about it. Y'all came in the same era as Chris Brown. Man, come on. Like, there's no way you see him want to get on stage and like, that's why Chris Brown can go on tour by himself and y'all niggas got to go as a fucking package deal because y'all niggas look crazy as shit. Shout out to Chris Brown because he the only nigga in that fucking age group that's keeping himself in shape. Man, them niggas look nuts. Why are we talking about keeping himself in shape? Let's talk about the food you eating that's killing you.
7 foods that are killing you slowly, but you eat every single day. Fruit juice.
I don't have fruit juice. Therefore, I'm not dying.
Well, if you did drink fruit juice, it contains as much sugar as soda and damages your liver like alcohol.
People think it's healthy for you because it's got fruit in it.
The next thing, processed deli meat is killing you.
I don't know if there's been a recall, but there's definitely been like a health thing going on.
If you eat processed deli meat, it increases cancer risk by 18% with every daily serving.
There's something that says it's almost as bad as smoking. Something like that. It's nuts.
Good thing I don't eat cold cuts. Diet soda.
But not Coke Zero.
I don't know if zero sugar counts as this, but I'm sure Coke Zero is not great for you.
Doesn't count.
Diet soda destroys your gut bacteria and tricks your brain into craving more sugar.
Everyone says the aspartame. I don't think it's the aspartame, but something else.
It's addicting. Another thing that's killing you, white bread.
White bread?
Who would have thought? It spikes your blood sugar faster than pure table sugar.
I'm a big whole wheat guy anyway.
I'm a big sourdough guy. Breakfast cereal is killing you.
No.
Yes, it contains more sugar than cookies, but it's marketed as healthy.
I gotta stop eating Cheerios.
No more Cheerios for Zachary.
The go-to.
Another thing that's killing you, microwave popcorn.
I know popcorn can be healthy. Microwave popcorn bad?
I don't think popcorn can be healthy, but it can be not unhealthy. Microwave popcorn contains chemicals linked to lung disease. And the last thing, a food that's killing you, instant noodles.
No.
They're covered in wax that takes 3 days to digest.
That sounds extremely unhealthy.
Gotta stop eating instant noodles. There's 7.
Again, that's just my health kick for people, man. God, I can't believe, man, when I seen that video, I'm sorry, dog. Like, you know what's so crazy, and this is fucked up. Like when you see a bigger woman, it don't to me, it don't look as bad as a big nigga. Like, man, big. Y'all got it. I don't want to be disrespectful. Real quick, because we did just say, let me go. I like this. I listen to this podcast a lot. That's how I learn it, and I like Rachel Lindsay.
Biggest problem with Jamal Bryant is that he centers himself in everything. I thought Jamal Bryant started the Target boycott. I thought he did it with Nina Turner and Tamika Mallory. It was that the women came together, they brought him on to bring the church and, to make it more widespread and national and to have a bigger movement. He does this video where he claims that Target has met their 3 out of the 4 demands and he declares it over. How do you declare something over? You make yourself the face of it. You declare it over and you didn't start it. And the headlines are extremely confusing. You have people asking the very question that you started this off with. Are we boycotting it? Are we not? You have Nina Turner and Tamika Mallory saying, no, they have not met the demand and they're still boycotting it, while Jamal Bryant standing in front of a Target sign is telling you it's over. You didn't start it. It started in Minneapolis. You should have said you're removing yourself from it and it's over for you. But now that you've come out and you've held this press conference and now these headlines, it's causing harm to what the original people who started it a month before you got involved, a Black woman, you're taking away from the work that they're doing and they're not saying it's over. And the further you research into it, they have not met the demands. They have not apologized publicly. This new CEO has not committed to bringing back the DEI initiatives and programs that existed before. They've merely renamed it with something else and said they'll look into the research of it. All they've done is committed to paying out the money that they already promised they would do prior to this boycott even starting. So what is Jamal Bryant talking about other than trying to establish himself as the beginning and the end of this boycott? My biggest problem.
That was it on that one. What else is going on in the world? I guess we can go. Let's go EJ. Matter of fact,
I'm not encouraging people to go back and shop at Target. It really is a sin and a shame that it took them this long for us to get to this point. I think what the 3 of us, for a brief moment, let me just speak for the 3 of us, which is Leader Mallory laid it out, that we came to give an update because the people who participated in this with us all over this country deserved an update and to know where we are. Based on the update, the history, the information, and the update, people have to decide whether or not Target is worthy enough for you to go back in their stores. I personally, and as Leader Mallory laid out, her mother even saying she's not going back, I'm telling you, I am not going back. And particularly because we are owed a public apology. And so I want to see the Target CEO, just as they quit us publicly. They need to reaffirm their love for us publicly. Ultimately, people have to make their own decision. But as for me and my house, we will not be going back to Target.
Yeah, okay, that was cool on that one. And like I said, let's real quick. Do I want to go? Oh yeah, I want to sit here and give people was giving Vlad a hard time, and I seen even when I made a video about it, people got in my comment section and was sitting here disagreeing and saying that Vlad didn't know what he was talking about, because Vlad sit here and said, if you didn't get to experience Lauryn Hill in her prime, Tems is the closest person you will get to that. So then I seen some women get in my comment section with, oh, the closest thing we're gonna get is that to Doechii, because Tems don't rap. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. And when people sit here and say like Lauryn Hill raps, then my question would be is like, what's your definition of rap? Because y'all don't sit here and say like Lauryn Hill, y'all don't think Lauryn Hill rap like Nicki Minaj rap. And so it's like, when you sit here and try to kind of like discredit, I get what he was saying. Like, if you're going just off of like feeling of music, like when you listen to music, how does the music actually make you feel? Again, because Vlad is one of those people where it's like Jamal Bryant, motherfuckers just don't like Vlad, so you don't like the messenger who is saying it. But Lauryn Hill, niggas is not sitting here saying like Lauryn Hill is just some like elite rapping ass woman, like she be rapping her ass off. Like that's not like, let's not act like that's what Lauryn Hill be doing. So you're just going off of like how did Lauryn Hill made music that made you feel good. Like it just, when you listen to it, it's a vibe, and the vibe is very positive. That's all Tems music is. Like when you listen to Tems, like it's always the music it just feels joyful. It makes you feel like it make you feel good. So I get what he was saying when he was saying it. Like I'm saying, of course, just off the rip, you saying it because it's Tems. I mean, because it's Lauryn Hill and people put Lauryn Hill on such a high pedestal. You don't want to hear nobody being compared to Lauryn Hill, and I do think that is one of the worst things that happen to people when you see.
Sometimes I think that I wouldn't be mad at that Doechii comparison.
I don't necessarily know if Doechii music is that positive though. Like Doechii can
But
rap
I don't
her
think
ass
I don't
off,
think
but
it
it's
has
not-
to be. I don't think it really has to be positivity. I just think it's.
And what else you comparing when you comparing Lauryn Hill then?
I think you
because that's her. Like if this was sports, that's her superpower is the positivity in the music.
Right, but like, okay, her anxiety, that was still like a positive. What's name? I think that's just today's society now.
Yeah, not compared to, if you're not comparing it to Tems. If you can't compare.
No, I'm saying
Doechii does not have nothing in her catalog that says positive as none of the Tems shit.
Well,
Like
no, but
what's
I'm saying,
a Doechii song that you can compare to Essence?
No, but that's why I'm saying I would compare. I think Lauryn Hill and Doechii might be better than it is Tems.
How and why?
Because Tems is a singer.
You think Lauryn Hill is not more of a singer than a rapper?
I don't think she's a singer for real.
Lauryn Hill?
Yeah.
What's your think about? Just take it. I'm gonna play this clip. And when I play this clip, I want you. Just real quick. Listen what I'm saying. Let me play this clip. And while I'm playing the clip, I want you to think about Lauryn Hill's catalog. Think about the songs. I don't think that people really should keep making it like Lauryn Hill is like a rapper. Because when we talk about rapping, when I sit here and say like, what's a Nicki Minaj rapping, like when Nicki Minaj is rapping her ass off, we can go down a list of Nicki Minaj rapping her ass off. So loosely using the word rapper is kind of fucking crazy with Lauryn Hill. And I think people get really ridiculous with using Lauryn Hill as a rapper and not just like an artist. And I want to play this clip when these niggas
if you saying she's an R&B or a sing, like what song did she sing?
Her whole album was
that was sing. I don't think so.
She had a few little raps.
That's what I'm saying.
Nigga, Tems got a few little raps.
But her with the Fuji, she wasn't singing.
Ooh la la, like nigga, she's not rapping. Majority of the shit she's singing.
No,
she's singing. She's harmonizing.
Her whole album was basically a singing album. She was singing,
rapping.
No, she was singing. She had a few, but most of her whole album was singing.
Yeah, I wouldn't compare Tems to that.
Nigga, I wouldn't compare Lauryn Hill as a rapper.
It's so hypocritical because we don't do that with Lauryn Hill. We literally named her the greatest album of fucking all time.
But we never said Lauryn Hill a hip hop
people said that it's the greatest hip hop album.
No, they haven't.
People call it a hip hop album,
but it's not.
But people don't say it's a classic hip hop album.
They say it's a great album. They say it's a classic album.
Man, get the fuck out of here! Like people, the whole.
Now we're gonna change it. Now we're gonna move the goalposts. Like,
No,
he's not. It's a valid point.
When she won those Grammys, the whole narrative was hip hop is finally made it. A hip hop album won Grammy of the year. We can't remove that shit 20-something years later.
I don't recall that, sir.
I
don't recall that, sir.
It's the fucking truth.
I don't recall that. I'm just telling you, I don't recall the Lauryn Hill album being a classic hip hop album.
It's not.
She was on the cover of Time magazine, and the whole conversation was about hip hop is finally made it because hip hop won a Grammy of the year.
Again, like I said, I think people just overdo like the Lauryn Hill shit. I'm not sitting here discrediting people for being Lauryn Hill fans, but I don't think Lauryn Hill was a rapper. I think when niggas see, and I think because a lot of people, and that probably the shit that probably pissed me off the most about Nicki Minaj, like when she wants to draw the line of the motherfuckers that she respect and don't get disrespectful when it comes to like, because she bowed down to Lauryn Hill so much and never gave it pushback like she did Lil Kim and shit like that and Remy Ma. Like, bro, we ain't not comparing fucking Lauryn Hill to none of them. Like, you not sitting here saying like Lauryn Hill got fucking rap verses they compared to like when Remy Ma fucking go crazy on Annie Up. Like, what are we talking about, though? Like, we know women that actually rap. Lauryn Hill don't got no verses where niggas was like, oh, Lauryn Hill just bugged the fuck out on this song. Because women, when we talking about actually rap, when niggas see here saying like a woman on a song with a bunch of niggas and she just absolutely lost her mind on, Lauryn Hill ain't going to be in nobody's top 5 or she just lost her mind with top 5 elite rappers. Fucking Lil Kim lost her mind on All About the Benjamins. Lil Kim lost her fucking mind on fucking Quiet Storm. Nicki Minaj lost her mind on damn near any song she ever been on with a man. Remy Ma on Fat Joe on Lean Back. Remy Ma on Annie Up. Like, come on, dog. Like, what the fuck are we talking about? That again, if it wasn't fucking Vlad who said that, and it was fucking Joe Budden or it was fucking Charlamagne, niggas will, especially if it was Joe Budden, y'all niggas will eat that fucking shit up. But because niggas don't like Vlad, niggas don't want to put no validity to what he's saying. But let me tell y'all something right now. You could keep sleeping on what he's saying, but if you do your homework, go Google when fucking Essence came out. Fucking Tim's music has already kind of gone to the fucking that time frame of that shit got some length on it, and it's been a minute, and every time them shit still come on, them songs still slap as hard as they started off, and them songs is extremely positive. Don't sleep. All I'm just sitting here saying, I hate when people do the comparison because it's the same thing. It happens when you comparing fucking LeBron to Jordan. It waters down their accomplishments and what they're doing. So comparing it to somebody that people high at such a high pedestal as Lauryn Hill, it's not going to do Tim's any justice. But if you actually take time to go listen to Tim's music, it's very positive, and a lot of her songs have already lived the test of times where people still listen to. I believe Essence came out like it had to come out like with pandemic. So you're talking about that shit already. Well, let me see. I just want to get exact time. When did Essence come out? Yeah, matter of fact, Essence came out in 2020. So you talking about that shit already 6 years old, and that song still slap. If you play that shit right now, everybody and their mother going to sing. Everybody going, and then a Tim's feature from you talking about Free Your Mind, and then they go take it from Free Your Mind to putting that shit into Wait For You with Drake and Future. Like, come on, bro. I again, like I said, I think if it wasn't Vlad, I think people would give this conversation a little bit more. But again, shout outs to Tim's. What else is going on in the world? I felt like it was another major. Oh yeah, this was a conversation that was kind of starting on Threads, and I seen this video to kind of talk about it for people who kind of get irritated with people who smell like weed when they're outside. So I guess I'm gonna play this clip, and then my question to y'all can think about it while I'm playing this clip is: do y'all think people got too comfortable with coming outside smelling like weed in public places where people back in the day wouldn't have smelled like weed just because weed has become so legal all over the place? Let me play this clip first, and then you can give me your answer.
All right, well, smoke all the weed that y'all want. But I remember there was a little bit of time when y'all had a little bit more decorum when y'all indulged. Y'all would make sure that y'all wasn't boofing when y'all would come into certain establishments and stuff like that. Now y'all just don't give a fuck and y'all smell like a fucking blunt. Like you're becoming a fucking blunt. Like, I remember there was a time where, like, we walk past a group of men and men will be smelling good. Same with women, like, when we smell good. Now y'all just stink as fuck. Y'all smell sweaty and just smoky and backwoody. Like, ugh. I'm sorry, but
Y'all got thoughts on that? Because I definitely seen people doubling down. Like, they hate when people be when like you be at kids sporting events, like kids at a basketball game or a football game, and then parents come in there smelling like weed. What's y'all thoughts?
I agree. It's a time and place for everything. It's just too much.
And like people got too comfortable with that shit. Like you be like, even if in the store, like I don't want to see him be like in the grocery store, you just like anywhere and you just fucking smelling like weed. Like, bro, it's cool. Like if you and it's crazy. I mean, I even kind of, I ain't gonna lie to you. I even hate this shit sometimes, like outside in front of somebody like neighborhood, because it'd be like and this is when you kind of know you're getting old. But if it's like, imagine if you pulling up to somebody building and you about to sit here and go, and the whole building smell like weed, like that shit be like, the fuck am I? I'm in the projects. Like, where the fuck am I at? Like that shit just be like, and I get it. You're not. I mean, I guess because they made weed legal, people feel like you're not supposed to feel that way about weed. But bro, I'm old enough to know like that's some ghetto ass shit, dog. And anytime you back in the day, if you went in somebody's building and that whole building smelled like weed, you be like, oh, I'm in the hood.
And it was, you just watch, like you just like it's this. I guess it's just a smell like all the time. Like you just smell like it all the time, everywhere you go.
Yeah, that shit is crazy to me. I ain't gonna lie to you. And real quick, because I did kind of like I glanced over it a little bit earlier. No, listen to what I'm saying. And shout out to Boss Man D-Lo, because Boss Man D-Lo was kind of in that conversation with like the baby and really the baby, because a lot of niggas was putting him in that conversation already. Damn, every Boss Man D-Lo song sound the same. All his little ad-libs, punchlines, all of it sound the same. I ain't gonna lie to you. Boss Man D-Lo may got him another hit. That Lord, and there's a motion party, baby. Like, and because he switched his flow up, he switched his cadence up and everything on that song. And he kind of did it the smart way where he already had the snippet already kind of just running around on social media, and it was kind of already picking up and doing numbers, and him leaning into the video where it's like an outside video. Niggas is just enjoying itself. I think that video helps make the song kind of even go up even a lot more. And I just like the fact that he switched his style up, but he still kind of put out a hit where sometimes niggas switch their style up and then people be kind of like, you might got to go back to what got you hot. So shout out to Boss Man D-Lo for kind of taking his time, figuring it out, because it's been a minute. He ain't put out a song in a minute, and he came back out with another hit. So shout out to Boss Man D-Lo. I do want to play this clip real quick. So what's this? It's a PR agency that's kind of getting called out for making out fake stories where it was about to sit here and try to help this actress kind of get her career kind of like going over the top. Of course, I'm not familiar with this woman because this is a white woman, but the PR firm is a PR firm that has done work for Drake before. So that's probably one of the reasons why you will start to see some black outlets kind of pick this up. But it's still just nasty that they was about to make a fake story about a billionaire and this lady to help her kind of like become one of the newer faces in Hollywood. So I do want to play this clip.
And we got big drama coming out of Hollywood as Rebel Wilson's PR team allegedly attempted to execute a smear campaign saying that a Hollywood producer was a sex trafficker, despite the fact that they had no evidence. Now, I'll give you the details on Rebel Wilson in a second, but this is a big deal because that PR firm, the agency group, also represented Drake, Johnny Depp, and Justin Baldoni. So that is now 4 celebrities involved in very high-profile public disputes where the opposite side is getting smeared. Versus Kendrick, Johnny Depp versus Amber Heard, and Justin Baldoni versus Blake Lively. Those are 3 examples where internet slander was a huge piece of their PR campaign. And now it makes me wonder if this PR firm is just making this shit up. In the case of Rebel Wilson, she's battling against Amanda Ghost, who is a producer on the movie Deb that Rebel Wilson worked on. Rebel is making claims of harassment and misconduct against Amanda Ghost. Now, in newly leaked audio, you can hear the voice of Jed Wallace, a digital fixer, telling Melissa Nathan, a top publicist at the agency group, that they need to connect Amanda Ghost to a high-profile billionaire and say that she was his madam, feeding him girls and trafficking women.
The biggest piece here is that we have to connect Amanda Ghost with Blotnick. And I was just like, so basically what we need to do is we need to create a path where we expose Amanda Ghost as like the new Heidi Fleiss. Like she masquerades as the reason why she sucks so bad at music is because she's actually getting hookers for Vladnik, right? And that's what she does. She's an absolute madam, and that's why she's so lethal. Blah blah blah. But he's right. Like, we can't just do like, oh, she's a bitch, she sucks. It's like, it's got to be really, really heavy and connected to something that heavy.
Now, Rebel Wilson has come out and said, I didn't know about this. This was not my idea. I had nothing to do with this. It's just the PR firm. But there are allegedly text messages that were submitted in court that said that Rebel Wilson wants one of those anonymous celebrity snark websites to be smearing her name. And lo and behold, an anonymous website called Amanda Ghost is the Destroyer of Worlds was set up, where there was all sorts of information about her being a madam. This is the scummiest shit in the world. I know PR is a dirty game. I know both sides are probably doing it to each other, but I don't fuck. If you use your PR firm to make up allegations about your opponents and tear them down and try to ruin their lives, there cannot be enough of a punishment for that shit. You want to use PR to exploit actual truths? Fine. You want to use PR to just be like, I'm cool, they suck? Get it. Start making up that someone's a sex trafficker and try to ruin their entire life? Like, you should go to jail for a long ass time if you have anything to do with it. And it also makes you question all of this shit. Everything that Drake might have said, everything Johnny Depp might have said, everything that Justin Baldoni might have said. If this PR team is behind all of that, you have to question everything. These people literally traffic in the downfall of others. They are the worst of the fucking worst. All right.
And again, reason and like I said, for just the crazy thing is, and one of the reasons why I wanted to play it is because again, when we talk about social media and you're talking about just like certain things that people, you see people complaining all the time about just certain stories that blogs are willing to pick up and certain stories that they don't pick up, like certain things that they highlight, certain things they don't. When people feel like, oh, man, all these blog pages, all they do is highlight negative things, because there are PR firms that pay these blogs to pick up certain stories and pay certain people and to post certain things and to only talk about certain things. And that is some of the reasons why you don't see some of these people picking up some positive stories, and they kind of always posting like negative stuff or negative stuff where you're like, damn, why they always just only posting these people? Why they only posting this? Because a lot of those PR firms get paid for that certain shit. I guess real quick, before we get out of here, I do got to give love to my man, Mr. Tenderism, because he's been on a hell of a
Let me make this.
He's been on a hell of a press run. He went on first. He did Nightcap with Shannon Sharp and Ocho Cinco, and then of course he was recently on the Sherry Shepherd show. And shout out to Sherry Shepherd for just actually like putting up a fight. Like I know her show was about to get canceled, but she definitely I feel like she's been putting up more episodes, and kind of seemed like her shows have kind of been getting picked up more via social media. I've seen a couple of her interviews and stuff. Seem like they're going more viral now that her show about to go off, which is kind of crazy. But let me play this real quick.
I say, you know, that's tender. I say, no, it ain't. That's tender. Nearly. Oh, what the hell?
Did you ever think that you become America's new favorite unk?
No, I did not. I didn't have no favorite unk time. No, I didn't.
How do you get your meat so tender?
You got to do it slow. You got to have love for it.
That's right.
Hey, it'll be all right.
And then it'll be all right.
Hey, boy, look at here. That's what I'm talking about.
And he fine too, ain't he, ladies?
Oh, y'all watch that man, girl. Hey. Eat it slow so you don't have to eat it no more.
He said eat it slow so you don't have to eat it no more.
Hey, now. That's what I'm talking about. Hey. Oh.
Tendernism apron.
Booyah.
And it says, it's got your catchphrase. You don't need no teeth for this meat.
I try and tell you. And hey, I just want to tenderize the whole world. I say, you know, that's tender.
Hey, dog. It was so many pauses and AOs in this goddamn clip. Man, shout out to Mr. Tenderism, though. He is a old school player for real. Like, just that whole little, you don't need no teeth to eat this meat is fucking crazy, dog. Like, nigga, I'm not gonna lie to you. Just real quick, I know everybody out here, y'all give shitty Father's Day gifts. Y'all really don't give a fuck about y'all dad for real. If you want to give your dad, especially because Father's Day is during the summertime where people do cookouts, if you want to give your dad a cool Father's Day gift, and you want to support a black business, and you probably need to order it now because Mr. Tenderism is an old man, so I don't know how fast he gonna get them aprons out. Go to Mr. Tenderism's website and order your dad that, especially if your dad fire on the grill. Like if your dad is one of them crazy like niggas on the grill, like my dad I know he appreciate a fucking old horny man joke like this because my dad just says all the old inappropriate old man shit. So I will do this myself. Go on Mr. Tenderism and order this goddamn this apron for this nigga. I mean, for your fathers or whatever the case may be. That can right there can be a Father's Day gift, because I know 90% of y'all give horrible Father's Day gifts. So give your dad something that he can at least chuckle at, because dog, you don't need no teeth to eat this meat. Is fucking crazy, dog. Hi, and this is on national TV. Real quick, my last joke before we get out of here. I do want to sit here and I should have played this when we were talking about Baby Blue earlier.
I've been watching the footage from the Millennial Tour, and first at the forefront of our minds, I want us to know that these men, I'm 36 years old, these are the men from our generation that are online chronically telling us what a woman should be, what a woman should look like, and what their type is, and all this stuff, right? And how won't nobody want this and that. This is the red pill content I be seeing. And these are the niggas. Where the fuck is D'Angelo Dewberry? D'Angelo, get over the fuck over here. These niggas need an intensive fucking boot camp, because Baby Blue, why are my titties just a little smidge bigger than yours? Do you think we want that big sloppy shit on top of us, flopping all over us, you sweaty big back motherfuckers? These niggas is so goddamn out of shape and fat and big and sloppy. The only ones that's in shape was B2K. And Bow Wow. Spectacular. Pleasure P looks like a quarter pounder. The nigga is so fucking huge. Like, I don't know. I had to get that out. I've been looking at the videos and saying it to myself, like, God damn, look at these niggas. And these are like, they were so handsome back then. Lil Fizz still in shape. J Boog. I love you, my Leo. I love J Boog. I've always loved J Boog. And J Boog is very handsome, but he needs to slow down. Because
Again, I just will give y'all this as somebody who's been 40 for almost 2 years now. That metabolism slow down, dog. I ain't gonna lie to you. The shit that you feel like you could have literally maybe 5 years ago got away with eating and drinking, I promise you, when that metabolism slow down, you gotta work a lot harder to get it off. So be careful. My last topic, but again, before I get out of here, is it was a young lady who made a video, and I'm talking on TikTok. They was dragging. Y'all thought they was dragging the Roof Chris nigga to hell. They was dragging this young lady to hell. She looked like she might have been like maybe Hawaiian or something. I really can't. She looked kind of Hawaiian, I guess. That's what I'll go with. So she made a video and sit here and basically saying that she was dating this dude and she feel like he was his first baddie. And then, of course, when you say stuff like that via social media, you open up the door for people to judge you and critique the way you look. I ain't sitting here saying the girl was an ugly girl, but using the word baddie was probably kind of like out of pocket and was dragging it a little bit. Where was the fucking damn, what's our girl name? C Murder. I'll play hers later though. Hold on.
This message is for the lady who said she was her man's first baddie. I truly believe that when I went to her page, she fit the bill of baddie. Like, she had 2-piece sets from Fashion Nova and Pretty Little Thing. You know, she had the baddie makeup. She had it all. Yeah. Oh, God, just breathe and sneeze in my face. She had everything that you check off for baddie, right? She has pretty hair, nice and shiny. Like, she looks cute. But this is the thing that I feel like a lot of us need to really start taking into account. Certain conversations are meant for the group chat and not a global audience, okay? Because when you say, I'm the baddest chick he's ever been with in your group chat, those people are biased towards you. They can understand nuance. They know you're probably not being nasty or, mean-spirited. You might just really be popping it, and they can hype you up and be like, probably, girl, like, you this, you that. Like, that is a safe space for you to pop your shit, right? The problem is she tried to pop it on the World Wide Web, where beauty is subjective and other people can come to your page and rip your looks apart and humble you. And is it fair? Is it right? Is it moral? Absolutely not. But me and that lady looked about the same age. She's between 25 to 30. You cannot say stuff like that online and think that people are just going to let it slide. You could look like Rihanna, Beyonce. There will always be someone saying Beyonce's not that cute. There will always be someone saying Rihanna forehead big. And those two are like world known as having amazing beauty. And there's still going to be somebody ripping them to shreds. So you regular Jane Doe from across the way, you should have known that there was an opportunity for somebody to laugh at you and rip your looks apart. Especially when you're making it seem like other chicks weren't cuter than you. I don't like that. I don't like saying I'm his first baddie because one, I don't feel a need to think about other women. Like I'm the queen. Like you need to just be focusing on me. Like why would I be sitting there thinking about someone else? And then two, it implies that like, well, what is it about you that he was still able to acquire if he hasn't dated baddies before? Like, I don't like men. Like, every dude I like, their exes better be looking good. Because then I'm going to feel like, where did I go wrong? No, maybe that's vain on my part. But it's like, I never even think about him having, you know, oh, she wasn't a baddie, I'm his first baddie. Because I'm like, you should only have been dating baddies or else why am I with you? That means I need to go back to the drawing board, right? But that's also something that I would have kept in my friends group chat. I would.
But a long story short, I've said this a million times on here. I do think that people need friends that you can have some conversations with or flush some of your thought patterns out via the group chat or via social media DMs, because I think sometimes people just rush on social media just to say shit that you could have just put in your group chat so people won't drag you to hell. Because if you kind of flush it out or you just kind of get your thoughts off some shit, you kind of won't even sit here and bring to social media because you just had to get it off your chest. And I think that young lady should have had a group chat that she should have realistically said that in her group chat so people wouldn't sit here and feel some type of way. Have y'all ever heard of a cuddle party?
I say, you know, all them. I say
this message is for the lady.
Do you? But I want to play this story, and I want to know: do y'all believe that this girl's story that she left out of there without actually hunching? Matter of fact, I can say that to next week. I want to play this PG County John, then we can get out of here.
I live alone. There is no reason why my 1 month bill should be $675 when the house is pitch black. When we talk about these data centers, there is no question that the reason why our bills are as high as they are is because you got these multi-billion-dollar corporations, Meta, Amazon, who come into our communities, who take all of their money and use it, don't pay a dime in taxes, and this is why our bills are the way that they are. We are making all the concessions as consumers in terms of what we can do to lower our bill. Lights, no heat. We're going to bed at night. I go to bed at night with no heat on at all. I turn my heat off at night and get in the bed so that my heat doesn't run all night long. When will the elected officials, our local Prince George's County officials, take our fight to Annapolis and then take our fight to the governor, who will then take our fight to the feds? We know that multi-billion-dollar corporations don't pay a dime, and this is why we are suffering. Our quality of life is in the toilet because the people who have been elected to represent us, you guys are not doing your job. Too many people have died, who have been hung and beaten to have a seat at the table, and now you've got 90% of Black people running this government, and you guys are treating us the same way we would be treated if we were still back in Jim Crow and the 50s. Not doing your job in basketball.
So this was from, of course, y'all know I've been talking about this, how people have not, and listen real quick first, because I've been talking about people who have not been showing up to these city council meetings. So this happened in Prince George's County, and right now they have even started to pause some of the data center conversations, because I believe in April they're going up for another. Damn, I wish I would have had when the John was in when it's, I know it's coming up in PG County, where they will be they will be having a meeting about sitting here putting up another data center. But I do want to play this clip of Governor Wes Moore because of course, because the conversation is starting to get louder because people in the state of Maryland and in the whole DMV area are starting to complain about just their electric bills. Because that's something that people are not going to turn the blind eye to it. I know a lot of people sit here and act like, all right, fuck it, I'm just going to pay the gas. It is what it is because what I'm supposed to do is walk. But where people kind of draw the line is something where you feel like I can control something in my house and this shouldn't get to this point. Where is Governor Wes Moore? Governor Wes Moore, here we go.
The Utility Relief Act. This is the most comprehensive legislative package to lower energy bills for the people of Maryland. And here's what it's going to do. First, this will make energy more affordable, both immediately and into the future. Maryland doesn't need to choose between affordability and innovation because we can and we should lead in both. We will bring more transparency to Maryland ratepayers. When people are looking at their bills and they're not understanding why they continue to go up, they're not understanding because they're not being told. They're not understanding because the first time they get indication their bills are going up is when their bills are already up. There is no requirement for any explanation to the housekeeper in Baltimore County or the truck driver or to my mom as to why her bills keep going up. Well, that changes. That now changes because the utility companies are now going to be required, before making any moves or adjustments, to be able to explain to the people what is going on and why.
One, again, like I said, shout out to all the people who have been showing up to these city council meetings and for people voicing their opinions via social media, and people, again, what I'm saying when Governor Wes Moore has been going on radio shows or going on news things, and these again, when going to the Breakfast Club and people calling in and holding him accountable. Because let's be clear, when you hear that older man in that city council meeting and he's basically sitting here saying like, we didn't voted all these black people in, but we feeling like, what was the fuck is us? What was the, I don't even mean to curse. What was the purpose of us voting all of these black electives in? And realistically, we feel like y'all doing worse jobs than when the white man was there. Because let's be clear, my mother is a super Democrat, but I ain't gonna lie to you, she fuck with Governor Hogan. So again, when you start to get people to sit here and question voting for black people just off the strength because you was black, because you ain't doing what you're supposed to, y'all not gonna be able to keep all of these seats and none of these elected offices if people gotta sit here and question on like, damn, do I gotta cut my, think about what you're saying though. It's been some of the coldest winters. So for even people to get on and say this man saying I gotta cut my heat off just so my electric bill can stay low, like that shit is kind of crazy. And people are not going to forget this. This is not going to be, because guess what? Some people electric bills go high during the wintertime to keep the heat on. Some people shit, because I got a homegirl of mine who, when we be having these conversations, she be like, her shit go higher during the summertime when she got to cut the air on. So it's different for everybody. So guess what? When it's time to go vote, everybody bill ain't going to be at the same time. So niggas is not going to forget this, and people are going to hold some of these people accountable. Not some of them, they're probably going to hold everybody accountable when it's time to vote for other people. So when it's time for election time to come in, first thing people going to remember is what's up with these electric bills. So again, like I said here and said, I just think that some of these elected officials need to really pay attention, because that's something that's going to affect people's pockets. And anytime you affect people's pockets, because you've seen it with Donald Trump when he kind of ran on just supposedly sitting here helping people get money back in their pocket, which absolutely was a lie. Because I mean, we see how that's going up right now. So again, like I said, man. Before I get out of here, man, the good brother Russell Wilson, though, he is literally I can leave on this one, man. Russell Wilson will make. God damn, dog. Like, I mean, I can love Future music, but dog, you gotta be the worst fucking dad of all times. Cause it's man. I don't even got kids in this shit.
Taking Future's first visit ever to see his school. Future, what do you think?
I love Texas. I mean, this school's great. I love the stadium. It's just, yeah, everything's bigger in Texas. So look at the stadium. Pretty big.
I don't even know how old Baby Future is, but for the fact that Baby Future is old enough for Russell Wilson to be taking this man on a college tour to go look at Texas is crazy to me. Like, bro, I mean, that's Russell Wilson's son. And that's baby Future father. Like, that shit is crazy to me. Like, it's no way as a fucking father or as a man I could be comfortable with another nigga taking my son to go see fucking colleges, dog. You know how crazy that is, and it really triggered me because I've been watching Blackish, and I'm to whatever the season now where Anthony Edwards is taking. I mean, I call this nigga Anthony Edwards every fucking week. Anthony Anderson is taking Zoe to go look at schools, man, and I'm seeing like, dog, and his nigga is crying because he don't want his daughter to go to one of them far schools. Like, nigga, and to watch this nigga Russell Wilson sit here on his off season take your goddamn son to go look at colleges, like, bro, Future, you are a piece of shit as a man. You make some great fucking music, but as a human being and as a father, you are the definition of a fuck nigga. There ain't no way as a no, this is not my kid, and I watch this shit and like, bro, Future, what the fuck kind of nigga are you that another nigga is taking your goddamn son to go look at fucking colleges? And the fucking college university posted the fucking video. Oh my God, dog. Shout out to Russell Wilson. Future, you are a bitch for that. I'm sorry, dog. I can still vibe to your music the same way niggas do R. Kelly and Tory Lanez and all these other goofy ass niggas. I can still listen to Future music, but as a man, you are a wild nigga, dog. Because it ain't no way on God's green earth as a man you could watch a video go viral of your fucking son sit here and get took to college by his fucking stepdad, dog. Shout out to Russell Wilson. Ciara, you won this fucking award, my nigga. God damn. Again, like and share each and every Tuesday. Again, Marcus, welcome to the Old People's Club. And again, happy birthday to all the Pisces. Again, yeah. I'll holler at y'all next Tuesday. Like, share, and subscribe. And again, I mean, I guess hopefully, if y'all hear this on Tuesday, I mean, hopefully that the storm didn't hit too hard. I can't believe this, y'all, man. I ain't gonna lie. Shout out to these kids. They get out of school early for absolutely any and every fucking thing. So again, like I said, like, share, and subscribe. Hear y'all and see y'all next Tuesday.